Good evening and welcome to the field here tonight as our pregame show continues on WSJD. I'm Kyle Peach alongside Rick Johnston here tonight. We greet you from Sinclair Vidoni Field at KZ Westfield High School, KZ, Illinois, the home of the Warriors. And always glad to have you alongside in the booth. Welcome back.
Hey, thanks. Scott's just, a Hall of Fame guy.
Sure.
And there's no way we're going to replace Scott. But we wish him, he's having a little time off this week. And
yes.
we that's good for Scott. So, but man, just a beautiful day for football. And my Boilers just about got it. But, again, just a beautiful night here up in KZ.
Yeah, certainly so. Couldn't ask for a better night for high school football. A little breeze, a cool night. Not too hot, not too cold. A perfect night for football. And let's transition into designing a winning game plan. Brought to you by ADG, Architecture and Design Group at 512 Market Street. The next time you need design work done, contact ADG, a longtime Golden Aces football sponsor. Mother Nature could not have dialed up a better winning game plan for this game here tonight. How about the Golden Aces?
Well, let's talk less X's and O's and more about mindset, okay? So going into a game like this, the pressure on Mount Carmel is, hey, we got to have this win. We're battling to try to get the winning record, and can we get to 5-6 wins? Today is one of those days where it's a beautiful day. It's a great night. If you're a competitor and you love the game of football, hey, let's line it up, and it's going to be man in a box. Everybody's going to load the box, and it's just going to be a battle up front. So, hey, let's just go play the game of football tonight. That's one. Two, there's going to be some personnel changes you're going to see. You're going to see Xander in the backfield with Acree. You're going to see Tobias at one slot. You're going to see Stalecki on the other slot. We're trying to be a little bit more explosive out of our looks. And so you'll see a little bit different looks and attempts. And hopefully that puts Shane Metter in a situation, who's our second leading rusher, to maybe keep the ball a little bit, to be more of a factor in our run game. So we're trying to be more explosive. That is the design for tonight. How's that?
There you go. That's pretty much straight from the football coaching staff's mouth.
No. We just dialed that up.
Oh,
huh?
well, you did. Could have fooled me. But nonetheless, that's designing a winning game plan, brought to you by ADG, Architecture and Design Group. We've got a lot more to come here. We've got a look at the starting lineups, the best we can give them to you. You will note a number change tonight for those of you following along with us, as Jackson Kling switches out uniform number 41 for uniform number 56. That gives him an opportunity to play up front a little bit.
Well, and again, it makes us more explosive. And when guys like that sacrifice for the good of the team and put themselves in those situations where we need him in a different role, everybody notices that, because team's first. And hats off to Jackson tonight. He'll make a difference up front.
We can tell you that CalPreps.com projects this game to go the way of KZ 26-13. We can tell you also everything else in the Little Illini Conference has gone final. This is about as late as you can play a football game in the course of a week. First time in a very long time I remember ever playing a football game on a Saturday night. We can tell you that in the other LIC action, Olney beat KZ 64-36. That sounds like the lopsided score you would expect, but would you believe that last night that game was tied at 20-20 at halftime before Olney just blitzed Paris in the second half? Meanwhile, Marshall, the Lions get a win. They knock off Lawrenceville 33-10. Robinson edges out Newton. A hook and ladder play wins the game for the Maroons over Newton. 35-28 was the final there. Other games of note for Mount Carmel's playoff implications: Gibson Southern beats Mount Vernon, Indiana last night 62-26. That's the 6th win of the season for the Gibson Southern Titans, equating to 6 playoff points for the Golden Aces. Meanwhile, Effingham fell to Mahomet Seymour. 49-0 was the final in that one, as Effingham drops to 4-3, so the Flaming Hearts have gotten the Aces 4 points. How come you didn't call those folks in Mahomet Seymour and tell them we needed a playoff point?
Well, they lost their best receiver, who just got offered to the Illini last week, and on a knee injury. And so, yeah, they're loaded for bear up there at Mahomet this year.
Some other interesting stats as we enter this game. Prepare for explosive offense out of these KZ Westfield Warriors. Wyatt Rooney on stats for us tonight added it up. KZ's outscored their opponents 75-0 in the last 2 games. They've got 3 shutouts on the season, and all told this season they've outscored their opponents 205 42. Meanwhile, the Aces have been outscored by their opponents 142 to 152 to this point in the season. But as we were looking on the way up here, I don't think you can find two more storied programs in all of the LIC than these two here tonight.
Well, and if you look, the field is partially named after Sinclair, right? He coached here for over 30 years in two different stints. If you look down on the side of that press box, their history, it mirrors Mount Carmel close as anyone I've seen. Obviously a different class.
Sure.
But they won the state in 85. We win it in 81, right? They've got 3 state runner-ups since that time. We've got, 4? So, 30 years plus being into the tournament. Again, just very much a mirror of each other.
Time for the national anthem here at KZ. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with more. Stay with us.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day his surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
I'm Elijah Hadrow with the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
And I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Did you know that working smoke alarms can significantly reduce the risk of dying in a home fire? Taking just a few seconds each month to test your smoke alarms can make a life-saving difference. Simply press the test button to ensure they're working properly, and don't forget to follow the manufacturer's instructions for regular cleaning to keep your alarms in top condition.
Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. All month long, get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet starting at $299 a month and a 2024 Durango now up to $10,000 off MSRP. Come in and get yours today. Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off and Ford Bronco Sport as low as $343 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Welcome back to KZ. We're getting set for the start of this one as our pregame show continues. Time to take a look at starting lineups presented by the White Family Trust in memory of Sports Booster co-founder H.D. White and his wife Helen. We've not been provided with the full starting lineup, so we'll do our best to run through some of the key personnel for both teams on offense. For Mount Carmel, the leading rusher is Elliott Acree. He's carried it 132 times for 830 yards, 7 touchdowns. That's one of the principal backs for the Aces. Shane Metter, the quarterback, took a pretty big pop on a almost dirty hit last week toward the end of that game.
Almost
dirty hit.
Almost,
yes, close, very close. And I get what you're saying, and I might just agree with you. It was a uncalled for hit. But nice to see that he's up and all right and in the starting lineup tonight. He's carried the ball 55 times for 256 yards for the Aces. Jackson Kling will start tonight. The position will be a little bit different for him. He has carried the ball 43 times for 285 yards this year for the Aces, but switches to number 56. Expect to see him up on the line a bit tonight at times as well. Tobias Fulop, number 38 for the Aces, has carried the ball 15 times for 133 yards. Xander Bader, 14 carries, 81 yards, and Stalecki Militoni, 4 carries for 16 yards. Meanwhile, on the KZ side of the football, their quarterback is Nolan Clement. He has carried the ball 52 times for 91 yards and 5 touchdowns. Clement is just a junior, a 6', 170-pound junior. Their principal running back, though, is Luke Karras, who wears number 2, also a junior, 6'3", 210 pounds, has carried it 91 times for 756 yards. So those two account for the vast majority of the KZ rushing attack. Nicholas Foudy, number 34, a sophomore, 5'10", 165, has carried it 16 times for 119 yards. And that, again, those three combined for pretty much all of the Casey yards. Clement has thrown 63 passes, completed 30 of them on the season, 10 touchdowns, just one pick. That's a 47.6% pass completion ratio. His main target is Ryan Richards, who wears number 7, the 6'3", 175-pound senior, has caught 13 of those 30 passes for 448 yards. Will Moore and Lane Rep both have, Will Moore, 7 catches for 200 yards. Lane Rep, 3 for 34. Moore kind of that second target at the receiver, another sophomore at 6'3". So that's an abbreviated look at the starting lineup for this ball game, again presented by the White Family Trust.
Is that all the stats you could come up with? My gosh, that's some digging right there, buddy.
You and I know that when you go to the trouble to prepare the stat sheet we prepare every week,
you want to use it.
You want to get it all
out there.
So
get it out there.
Find a way to get it out to the public,
question.
right?
No question.
And we'll figure out the coin toss here in just a moment, as we are just a couple of minutes away from the kick in this one, as we will have that here momentarily. The coin toss brought to you by the Sawyer Law Office. Steve and Trevor Sawyer, Mount Carmel High School grads, proud of their community and proudly supporting the Golden Aces.
One of the things that's really nice, I know I'm very proud of the efforts that the Mount Carmel Crazies, the F-Billy, do on Pink Out Night in Mount Carmel. They're doing the same thing here tonight. And Jeff Fricknick, retired school superintendent from Altamont. Then he went to Mount Vernon in Illinois to high school and retired. And he's been the football coach now for the last 2 years here. Back in 01 and 02, he served at Flora for a year as head coach. And I know his wife, Julie, is battling some things right now, too. So our thoughts and prayers go out to her and her continued fight.
No doubt, as they recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Night, Pink Out Night here tonight in Casey. Mount Carmel wins the toss. They defer to the second half. That's the coin toss here in this game tonight. Time for the opening kickoff, presented by Corwin Printing. Discover the quality difference a professional printer can make. Well, partner, we're going to start on defense, and we'll see how the Aces can handle that. Keegan Linson, the freshman, set to kick this ball away, and we are underway. It is a pooch kick up the far
We got a shot.
side,
We got a shot.
And it is Aces football. Mount Carmel recovers the opening kickoff at the 30-yard line of Casey. How about that?
Well, couldn't have popped it down there any better. Keegan, nice job there, a little pop-up kick, and placed it in there. We just outran them down there, about 30-yard run. I think the offensive man did get a handle on it, but couldn't come up with it cleanly, and man, we were just Johnny on the spot right there.
I didn't catch the number of who fell on that football for the Aces. 2 of our special teams players all in that vicinity.
Great effort.
And Mount Carmel will start with a short porch from the Casey 30, and we'll get the ball to start the second half. Mount Carmel's been begging for a good start. We have one tonight. 1st and 10 Aces from the 30. Metter will hand off. This was to Acree. He'll plow forward up to around the 34-yard line. A gain of about 3, maybe 4, second down.
And immediately we come out a run over top of Kling and Reed Stinson. You're going to see that a lot tonight.
The Aces making some adjustments up front, trying to change the course and direction of play here tonight, perhaps. 2nd down, 6 for the Aces. Play clock just now at 18, so we've got lots of time. After the 4-yard pickup by Acree to start the play off. Here comes Metter. Now surveys the situation, gets a refresh of the call from the sideline. Play clock at 4. Metter takes the snap. He'll hand off. Counter back to this side of the field. That's not going anywhere as the Aces stuffed out on that play. That was Andrew Militoni that time, and he will be brought down for no gain right around the 35-yard line.
But when you say counter, he's coming back from that slot position in motion off of that right side, coming back to the weak side that time. And great push that time by KZ up front.
Yeah, no gain on the play. Called the yard line wrong. It's the 27-yard line. 3rd and 7 for the Aces from there. 4-down territory for Mount Carmel, trying to move the chains here. Here is Metter. A little quick pass to the near side. On the run, it's Militoni. Has the first down or close to it We'll see where they spot him. It looks like he does have the first down across the 20 up to around the 16-yard line. That's a first and 10 Pins Bowling Center first down. Mount Carmel in the Big R Farm and Home red zone up at the 16.
Just a great little swing pass right there, trying to get to the edge a little quicker. They are absolutely loading the box. We talked to the coaches this week, and they talked about them really looking just to load up and trying to force us to throw the ball a little bit, which everybody's going to do. So
Mount Carmel coming in had thrown the ball only 8 times completed on the season. We have one in the first 5 minutes of play tonight. First and 10 Mount Carmel from the 16-yard line. This is Acree on the run.
Yes.
He's going to score the touchdown, and Mount Carmel has the lead. An explosive burst of energy from Acree, 16 yards, virtually untouched. Mount Carmel in front.
And you saw the hole that they had on the right side that time to run through. Acree's done a great job this year playing with a lot of contact leverage and running through hits. He didn't have anybody touch him that time.
First score of the game there for the Aces. Brought to you by Full Stadium Marketing, local marketing services to help your business win the crowd. And we are lining up for an extra point. And the snap goes awry, and that will end the play. But Mount Carmel was lined up for an extra point. Try will be no good, so call it run failed. And with 9:56 to go in the first quarter, Mount Carmel 6, KZ nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
Another pooch kick for the Aces. This one fielded on a hop by the Warriors of KZ. And the Warriors will have possession for the first time tonight. Scoreboard check brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. It's 6-0 Mount Carmel here in the first period.
I think we got sponsors, I think, when I scratch my head.
We can find one. If you would like to sponsor, Rick's scratching his head in the press box.
We got him all over the place here.
Call Kevin Madden or Sharon Harris tomorrow. Yeah. Wait till Monday, maybe. First and 10 for the Warriors, and that looked like a
movement.
No flags flew on that play. How was that not a penalty? Nonetheless, on the awkward style play, the carry is by Karras. He'll get about 3, and I think the officials had their flags stuck there. Second down and 7. Now here's the snap. Clement will hand off again. Karras up to around the 40-yard line. Give him a couple more yards on the play. Second down and 5 here. Make it third down. 3rd and 5 for the Warriors. They work quickly.
Great job by Tobias Fuller coming off the edge that time, reducing down to get him stopped.
Karras takes the snap. Again, hands off. Ball carrier Met will not have the first down. It will be 4th down and about 2 as the ball carrier there, once again, was Karras. 3rd down, now 4th down, and about a yard to get for the Warriors.
Watch the ball.
Big stop here for the Aces, potentially. Clement.
Oh, there's movement.
Yes. That will cost the Warriors 5 yards. They flinched first. False start, KZ. Now 4th and 1 becomes 4th and 6, and KZ will punt the football, or at least show that formation now. So 4th and 6, ball sits at the KZ 39, and they are in punt formation. We have not dropped. Now Metter will drop back deep for the Aces.
We couldn't ask for a better start with this Aces on tonight.
Here comes the snap. It's good. The punt is away. Relatively short punt. Metter signals fair catch and will make it at around the 33-yard line of Mount Carmel, and that's where our second drive of the game will start. So Let's recap this first quarter.
Yeah.
We go with a pooch kick and recover it. We score a touchdown and hold Casey to a 3-and-out punt on their first possession. 6-0 Mount Carmel, looking for a 2-score lead if they can punch it in on this drive. 8:32 left in the first.
And we talked coming up here, Kyle, that we don't need to throw the ball 10, 12 times in this game. We just got to be really timely when we do. And certainly we're on that first drive on the swing pass to Militoni.
Yeah, Militoni caught it from Metter. Relatively quick release, quick catch, and kind of sprung things loose from there for the Aces. Second drive now starts. Here's Metter, takes the snap. Handoff is to Acree. Plows up the middle across the 35 to around the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. Second down, 7 coming up here for Mount Carmel.
Well, coming into the game, he's got, what'd you say, 830 yards
Yes.
coming into the game. He's like third in Southern Illinois with total yardage, and he's a kind. He just never comes off the field. He's a linebacker. He's our workhorse on offense. 135 carries so far. Now he's got close to 140 carries this year. So just a real workhorse, and couldn't be happier for Mr. Acree.
Third in Southern Illinois, all told, with that number. Second in the conference, only behind Olney's quarterback, Gavin Cawthorn. Here's Metter, takes the snap. Acree the handoff, plows across the 40, and will be brought down there. Late whistles, what's that about? I don't know. Just wanting play to stop, I suppose. Give him about 4 yards on the play that time, Acree. Leaves the Aces with a third down and call it 3. 3rd and 3 for Mount Carmel from the 40-yard line. Clock rolls, 7:25 and counting left here in quarter number 1. Aces need 3 yards to pick up the first down here. We will break the huddle with 12 on the play clock. Aces stack it in up close tight. One setback, now a man in motion. Metter will fake the pitch, hand it off. Ball carrier plowing forward. That is number 1 on the Aces roster, Xander Bader. He will not have the first down. Decision time for Michael Brewer. It is a 4th and 1 here for Mount Carmel.
We're going to go here.
I think we might.
We're going to go.
4th and 1. Big play in this ball game. Big play early in the first.
Now, you know where we're going here. You know where we're going here, right?
Metter makes the
Yes.
jump. Thank you
Nice.
very much. First down, Mount Carmel, as the Warriors, undisciplined up front, jump across the line of scrimmage.
That's the way to hold your water, boys.
How about that? Everything right now early, bouncing Mount Carmel's way. Casey just jumped across the line and gave Mount Carmel a 10 pins bowling center first down up to the 48-yard line.
That's our second first down.
There you go. We've got technically 3 because you get one when you score
there
a
you
touchdown.
go. There you
right?
go. I should have known that when I subbed in keeping the stats on the sideline.
First and 10, Mount Carmel from the Aces 48-yard line. One receiver out to the near side. Man in motion to this side. Here's that swing pass.
That's a live ball.
Loose.
That's a live ball.
It's being whistled incomplete by the official on the near side. I think you may have an argument. I think that could have been a live football.
It's a good thing we don't have replay because I'm standing on the line of that pass, and he threw that a yard and a half behind him.
If you look at it, if it's behind him, and we're getting a look at it on our that should be a live ball.
And
Casey did not get a break on that call.
We're fortunate there. But again, he went in flat motion underneath Acree that time, and kind of a key there. Want to watch for that next time when he comes in that flat motion. Just totally underthrew it, though.
Yeah, pass was underthrown, not catchable. And we catch a break. Second down and 10 from the 48. Tobias Phillip in motion far side. Metter rolls that way. Flag is down. Metter's in trouble. Gets up near the line of scrimmage and will get no further. We'll check the penalty flag here. Casey is who they're talking to, so it's likely a hold against Mount Carmel. It's an illegal shift against the Aces.
Make up.
Yeah, right. That will cost the Aces 5 yards, and we will replay the second down play. So 2nd and 15 now for the Aces. Yeah, I think you're right.
No, I wasn't calling for the guy out of
I thought you were wanting the makeup artist to
Right,
come out
yeah.
into the booth and give you a little fresh powder or something. Second down 15 from the 43 now for the Aces. 5:45 and counting left here in our first quarter. Well, Carmel takes its time in the huddle, breaks it now with 7 on the play clock. We have to hurry. Play clock's at 4, at 3, at 2, at 1. There's the timeout. We just didn't get it in quickly. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. We'll take a minute break and be right back.
At Southgate Furniture, we're celebrating a new season and new location. We've just opened the doors at our new location. We have everything you need to make your home game day ready. From cozy recliners for watching the big game to stylish dining sets for post-game celebrations. We've got it all. As proud supporters of the Golden Aces, we know a strong team go hand in hand with a great community. So, whether you're gearing up for game day or looking to refresh your space, come visit us at 1 Southgate Drive. Southgate Furniture, where comfort meets community. Go Aces!
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we hope to be the best at what we do.
Back to Casey. Mount Carmel spins a timeout to avoid a delay of game penalty. 2nd and 15 from the Mount Carmel 43. Here's the snap. Metter will hand off. Ball carrier is Acree.
Keep driving.
Breaks free and gets up close to the marker. It'll be about 3 yards short, but a nice pickup of 12 yards for Elliott Acree, second effort and all. Into Casey territory, up at the Warrior 45. Second down, call it 3 from there. 3rd down and 3.
Boy, just a very much an indicative run of the way he's just powered through all year. And yards after contact has just been big for him.
Well, Carmel, 52 yards of total offense here at the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Acree, 38 yards on 5 carries tonight. 3rd down, 3 for the Aces. Metter brings the squad to the line. 1 setback, 2 wingbacks. Fulop in motion. Metter drops the football, picks it up, and will get about a yard of forward progress. Unfortunate, bad time for the fumble to happen, but Metter does recover. Is slow to get up a little bit and will hobble his way back to the huddle. It will be 4th down for the Aces. 4th and about 2. Maybe no gain actually on the play. 4th and 3. And now Carmel back huddling up here, looking like they're going to go for it one more time. 4th and 3. No gain on the last play for Metter. Play clock's down to 10. Up at the line, Metter. Takes the snap, hands it off. Acree is not going to get there. In fact, he'll lose yardage on the play. That looked to be a little slow and not as clean a handoff as you would have wanted in that situation. And Mount Carmel elects not to punt, goes for it on 4th and 3, gets no gain on the play, and Casey will take over right at the 44-yard line.
Well, I don't know what we saw up top there, but, man, we came back to the weak side that time, and the reverse pivot out of there with Shane Metter made that play a little bit slower, as you alluded to, and just could not get there.
We are now still getting personnel on the field. I don't even know that this guy's got his helmet on. He's up now to the line, falls down, and now Casey takes the snap. Clement steps up and is flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape, does not. He is wrapped up on the far side of the field on the tackle for the Aces. There, I just ripped my roster trying to get to it. For the Aces on the tackle, that was Braden Bowser. Was it Brendan Bowser? No. Who made that tackle? Braden Mason, beg your pardon.
There's
on
your
that
freshman.
one. There's not a ripped roster. How about that?
That's called our scramble defense.
You're right.
Right.
You know, and the scrambler.
2 guys running on the field scrambling, trying to get there. Right?
After the guy, that, and I didn't catch the number, who came up on the line kind of in a frantic hurry,
went on his rear end,
and nearly stood up and tackled the quarterback. In fact, he kind of flushed him out. Clements in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10. Hands off. Ball carrier does not go much upfield. That was on the carry for Casey, their leading rusher, Luke Karras, who got maybe a yard. 3rd down, 9 for the Warriors. 3rd down and 9 for Casey. They have not been able to move the football that much tonight. We'll see what they do here on 3rd and long. Clock under 3 minutes to play here in our opening quarter. Clement's in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 setback. Now the man in motion to this side. Clement rolls this way, fires, pass is caught across the 50 to the 45, stays on his feet to the 30, breaks the seam, he's going to score a touchdown. Touchdown, Casey. 55 yards it goes, and that's their leading receiver, Ryan Richards, who makes the catch. A touchdown of 55 yards, Clement to Richards. There's the explosive play capability of the Warriors, and they've tied it with 2:21 to go here in the first at 6-point after try pending.
Well, it is what it is. The coaches talked about really needing to make sure we're very sure on our tackling. And, boy, that time he walked through and around about 5 guys out there in the flat that did not touch him.
Wyatt Erickson is the kicker. Puts the ball down. This kick is good, and Casey grabs a 7-6 lead. 2:21 left first quarter. Back in 1 minute.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you were owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel if you have any questions.
What does CAFU stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
Casey scores on a 55-yard touchdown pass. They make the extra point to take a 7-6 lead. Now a squib kick down the middle of the field, taken by an up back of the Aces at the 20, up to a 30, and he'll be brought down there. And that's where the Mount Carmel offense will come back out onto the field, trying to reestablish himself. I think that was number 9 there for the Aces. Mr. Militoni, Andrew Militoni on the return, brings it to the 31-yard line. That's where the Aces will officially set up shop here with 2:17 left in the first quarter. 7-6 Casey, says the scoreboard, brought to you by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips.
And the Aces have to answer right here.
Kind of a defensive mistake. The Aces let the receiver Richards dance through a couple of would-be tacklers, leading to the 55-yard touchdown scamper. Now Carmel here on offense, 2 wingbacks, 1 setback behind the quarterback Metter. He takes off, hands off. Ball carrier will cross the 34-yard line. He'll be brought down there. That was Acree. A gain of 4 on the play. Second, actually call it 3. Second down, 7.
I'm not sure either team could put another man in the box the way our splits are. The way they're lined up defensively. I mean, it is absolutely toe-to-toe, nose-to-nose. Within 2 yards of the football, both sides.
Everybody packed in tight. Let's see what the Aces dial up here on second down, 7. Man in motion is full up far side. Handoff. Instead, it's Metter who keeps. He's in open field. Will be brought down at around the 45-yard line, but he'll pick up the first down from the 33 up to the 45, a 12-yard gain for the Aces, and a 1st and 10 Penn's Bowling Center first down.
Well, and I tell you, if Metter can have that mesh about a yard deeper like he does right there, that lets his vision, he can see a little bit better. And one of the adjustments we're making X and O's, I know we talked about other things but X and O's, but him being able to mesh about a yard deeper opens his vision up and creates those kind of runs.
1st and 10 Mount Carmel at the Aces 46-yard line. Metter back up under center. 2 wingbacks. The man in motion now is Fulop. Handoff will go to Acree up the middle. He will plow forward to around the 48-yard line. Give him a gain of 2 on the play. Second down and 8. Just again, a hard-nosed run out of Acree, who gets you 2 or 3 yards about every time. Gets 2 this time to the 48. And there are 46 seconds to go here in the first quarter. We do have to take at least one more snap.
Well, he's averaged about 6.5 yards a game, so he's right on his average tonight so far. And
8 carries, 42 yards for Acree. 2nd down and 8. Here is Metter under center. Sends Fulop in motion to the far side. Handoff is to Acree.
Drive.
Across midfield, will get near the Casey 47, and that should end the first quarter of play, as the Aces will be faced with a 3rd and about 4 after Acree picks up 4 on the play. Actually, 3rd and 5, give him 3. And it doesn't look like we'll run another play here in the first quarter. Into the first quarter here in Casey. Check the scoreboard, brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. Casey 7, Mount Carmel 6. We're back in 1 minute.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
We head to quarter number 2 here in KZ, Sinclair Vidoni Field. It is KZ 7, Mount Carmel 6, and that's the type of quarter flip your officials love. They move the football from 149 to the other
51.
49.
Yeah.
That's about it, to the 51. I love it. Mount Carmel faced with a 3rd down and 5 here as we open up the second quarter of play. And you know, it's a drive the Aces really need to find a way to score on here to kind of reestablish themselves after a terrific start to the contest.
Well, you know we're in 4-down territory here too,
Sure.
right?
3rd down, 5. Metter under center. Sends a man in motion. That's Militoni. Metter will read the option, keep it himself, have the first down, and that's a penalty marker down on the play. I think that will be a face mask or
another penalty.
A penalty. Did another flag fly? Yeah, there's 2 flags down on the play. We'll see what we've got here. They mark Metter at the moment at the KZ 42, which would be a 7-yard gain and a first down, but let's check the flags first. I thought it was a high hit on the quarterback near the face mask, but there are 2 flags down. Let's get the signals here. They're talking to the Mount Carmel sideline, which is a good thing.
Yep.
It's a hold against the Aces, and then a personal foul face mask against KZ. And so they will replay the down. So that takes the first down away. And that's a big call there.
Huge call.
2 penalties in one play after the face mask would have given the Aces extra yardage. A hold negates the play.
Well, and that was a busted play as well. I mean, they stuffed this up inside. He just pulled it back and got it off a broken play.
2 receivers far side, 1 setback. He'll get the call here. That's Acree, and he is going to be brought down for a loss. Good pursuit to the football. The Warriors weren't biting on the 2 men checked out wide, and Acree loses yards on the play. That creates a 4th and 6, a loss of 1, and it looks like the Aces will punt the football away here.
But we just have not been able to move anybody on the left side of that line tonight, and lost yardage there again. So
the freshman Chase Wiggins is on to punt here for the Aces. Ball sits at the Aces 49-yard line. We are just now getting another guy onto the field here with 8 on the play clock. It's a lineman. Checking in is Aiden Reynolds. Here's the snap. It's good. The kick is away. Good punt. Fair catch signaled for. But KZ falls on it at around the 35-yard line. The Warriors will have it after an almost muffed fair catch. KZ will have the football at their own 35-yard line.
Well, on that last KZ offensive drive we talked about during the break, we got to have some thumpers. I mean,
yes.
You know, we just, if you were to say, okay, who on this team are big hitters, Somebody's got to step up here late in the season and be that guy.
Be the guy, step up, make a pop a ball loose. Right now would be great. 1st and 10, Casey from the 35-yard line. Clement will take the snap, and there's the whistle. That will cost the Warriors 5 yards.
Well, so far we're winning the penalty battle, so
yes,
that's a good
helping.
sign.
So the Warriors will start 5 yards backfield, start him at the 30, 1st and 15 from here. 10:40 to go in the opening half of play. Second quarter action here from Casey.
You know, you packed my truck full of, I think, the whole studio when we left down there.
And now the Warriors are going to spend a timeout here as they're all a mess. Play clock winding down. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. I'll go find you some Windex in this.
Well, that's
timeout.
where I was going with that. That's where I was going. I got to stand outside so I can see.
We'll be back to Casey in 1 minute.
In the heart of Mount Carmel, where community and support go hand in hand, you'll find the First National Bank.
We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your supporters.
Just like our Golden Aces, we believe in hard work, dedication, and the power of community.
Whether on the field or in the bank, we're here to cheer you on every step of the way.
We're proud to support the Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Because when our team wins, our community wins.
Here's to another season of victories, both big and small. The First National Bank, where community comes first. Go Golden Aces. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day of surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
So out of the timeout that Casey calls, they come out and they move up front again. Another false start penalty that cost them 5 yards. So it is a 1st and 20 for Casey at the 25-yard line now. They've got to get to the 45 for a first down. We've run 3 plays, had a timeout, and the clock through all of it still says 10:40 to go here in the second quarter. The Warriors will send trips to the far side. One setback in the pistol look. Here is the quarterback. Clement takes the snap, backs up, wants to throw, has time, now steps up, fires long down the field. This is overthrown, and it'll be incomplete. 2nd down and long. And now a flag is down in the middle of where the tackle occurred. Flag sits at the 25-yard line, so we'll check the penalty.
He's going to call defense giving a shiver there. Personal foul.
We'll see. It also seems to take this crew a long time to assess the penalties. Personal foul against the Aces. Nothing else signaled, no face mask, no nothing. That will cost the Aces 15 yards. And a 1st and 20 will become a 1st and 5 after all of that.
Well, the way the official was explaining it to his buddy, he gave him an elbow, a forearm shiver.
And the Aces coaches
beside
themselves over there. So a 1st and 20 becomes a 1st and 5 after the penalty. And now they are going to do something else here. All right.
2nd down. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and 5.
Right.
Okay,
right.
There we go. 2nd down and 5. Ball's at the 40.
Twins
That's what
left.
that stoppage was. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 setback with the quarterback, Clement, and there was another awkward movement on the play for Casey. It's a pass completion, though. They do not flag it for motion. The pass completion results in a Warrior first down across the 40 to the 47, a 7-yard pickup.
First down.
And the Warriors get the first down. Believe it was 20. Kyan Davis on the reception for the Warriors. And a pass play that covers 7 yards from Clement. His 2nd completion in 3 attempts moves the chains for the Warriors. They're at the Casey 48-yard line, 1st and 10 there. Warriors all sorts of confused up on the line. They'll send trips in pattern to the far side. Now one setback. Clement takes the snap, will look to run it himself, keeps it, a little shimmy shake, and he's out to the sideline across the 35-30, down to the 25-20. He'll be tackled from behind at around the 15-yard line. A big first down run by Clement, who just shook his way free a few too many times for the Aces. Casey's in the red zone up at the 16. Wow.
But when you're on the edge out there and the guy's optioning at you, you've got to pick a man. All right, you've got to either take the quarterback or the pitchman, one of the two. And, boy, he just took advantage there.
Now they'll go backs in the straight eye here behind the quarterback Clement on 1st and 10 up at the Mount Carmel 17. Clement will pick out a running back. It's the last man through the line. On the carry that time, it's Karras. And he'll get about 3 yards. Call it 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 from there.
And when you call it the I with these guys, it's that Maryland I with a quarterback and then 3 running backs stacked straight behind him. You talk, it's just a straight
boom,
power.
Boom,
yeah,
boom.
Just straight power football. Double tights.
Backs are in the eye once again here on 2nd down and 7. Clement under center will take the snap, delivers the pitch. That's Karras. He's going to get free, breaks through one tackle, and is into the end zone. Touchdown, KZ from 14 yards out, and the Warriors have a 13-6 lead.
Well, out of that Maryland I, you've got the fullback, the tailback leading those blocks on the edge out there, and then you got the running back behind those two, and we just got outnumbered on the edge.
Extra point to give KZ a 14-6 lead. We'll see how it works here for the Warriors. And Erickson whistles before the kick. This has been a whistle-infested ball game, and that will be encroachment whistled against the kicking team. So it will, you don't see that too often, do you? And now they need another football, and they're sending a youngster out with it after the kick made the
neighbor's yard.
Left the field.
Yeah,
here,
went to the neighbor's yard. I think there's a dog over there guarding that.
There
now,
you go.
Right.
Like Sandlot, huh?
Yeah.
So they'll set the ball down. He'll be kicking it at the holder sets at the 15-yard line for this extra point try. A little bit further for Erickson. Here's the snap, the ball down, the kick is on the way. It is still good. Here's score, KZ 14, Mount Carmel 6, 8:51 to play first half. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day his surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
Hi, I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
And I'm Elijah Hadra, one of the captains at the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
Let's start with our first tip, the optimal locations for fire alarms.
So smoke alarms should be installed on every level of your home, outside each sleeping area, and inside every bedroom. For the best protection, we recommend that you interconnect all the smoke alarms so that when one sounds, they all sound.
$8:51 to play here in the second quarter. Scoreboard check brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. It's 14-6 KZ. They're set to kick off here to the Aces. Aces with 2 men back deep. This ball will be squibbed down the middle of the field, taken by an up back for the Aces. That's Bader. Yeah. And Xander Bader will bring it across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and that's where the Aces offense is going to have to answer the bell here.
Yep. Going to have to put a drive together here, boys.
So far on this night, Mount Carmel 70 yards of total offense. KZ with that last couple of drives has really put some distance up to 124 now in terms of total offense. And Mount Carmel will see if they can find the way to move the football again here. There goes the play clock. The Aces now will move on to the field. Starting from the 37. One receiver to the far side, actually two receivers that way. One setback is Acree. One wing back to the far side as well. Metter calls, wants to throw, backs up with time, fires, looking long down the field. 3 purple jerseys in the area, and the pass drops incomplete. Intended for Webb, up at around the 34-yard line. That's incomplete, second down. It was actually Acree who was in the vicinity to haul that ball in. How about that? So we send Acree out in pattern. So Acree was the intended receiver, just couldn't get them the ball that time. 2nd and 10. I don't know that Acree's had a target on the year before tonight, before that play. 2nd and 10, Aces from the 37. The Aces moving some players around. Will check out 2 far side, 1 near side. Metter delivers the pitch. That's Acree trying to get him to the edge, and he will have to dive forward to try to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe got a little bit of forward progress, does stay in bounds, give him a yard. And so trying to get to the edges here and break up the middle a little bit of the Aces, but not having much success. 3rd down 9. So we'll see what the Aces do here on a 3rd and long situation. We will send 2 men in pattern here to the near side, 1 receiver far side. Metter will back up into the shotgun formation. Standing with him there is Acree. 3rd and 9. Metter wants to throw. Has time. Now he's flushed out, in trouble. Escapes. Takes off across the 40, and he'll be brought down there as he gets up to around the 41-yard line. Not near enough for a first down. Give him about 3 yards. That's it. 4th down and long here.
I look like he zoned in on Jack Webb that time, who was coming across the middle, and almost Jack set down and kind of pivoted like it was a double move, which we didn't have enough time to get that off. So
4th down and 6, and the Aces are again in punt formation. Wiggins back to deliver the kick away. Deep man for Casey stands at around the 26-yard line. There is Wiggins, gets the snap cleanly. The kick is away. Good kick.
Good kick.
Will be taking an Aces bounce. It bounces across the 20 and will die at around the 20-yard line. It bounces right back up to the 20. So a punt that travels from the 42 to the 20. And it'll be 1st and 10, Casey from there.
Well, let's force a turnover here and score 1 on defense. How about that, huh?
It's a 38-yard punt, no return. That's what I'm hoping for. Find a way for the defense to take the ball away, or at least get another stop here of the Warrior offense.
Well, and I'll tell you, Downing's done a nice job up front. He's taken on multiple double teams and really held his own ground, doing a nice job up front for the Aces.
1st and 10 for the Warriors. The chance for Casey to grab a 2-score lead on this drive. 7:07 remains here in the first quarter. They've got receivers both ways. Out of the pistol, Clement will hand off. Ball carrier is going to be met and dropped. Acree on the stop for the Aces, right near the line of scrimmage. And I think, again, on the carry, it was Karras that time. 2nd down and 9. So give Karras a yard on the play.
And this is just a really solid single-A football team. I mean, that's why they're undefeated. I mean, they're just a solid single-A team.
6-0, looking to keep pace with the Olney Tigers, who won last night. A battle of unbeatens perhaps next week. Here's a high snap. Clement tips it to himself, and he'll be wrapped up, tackled for a loss, back at around the 15-yard line. The sack, and the Aces in on the stop is Braden Mason once again. Give him credit for the sack. High snap helps. 3rd down long. 3rd and about 14, call it 15, a loss of 6 yards on the play.
Now, we're talking about Thumper. He got there pretty quick, and he got there a little angry, which is a good sign there.
We've called Braden Mason's name a lot this season. Did again there, the 6-foot, 200-pound junior with a big stop. 3rd down, 16 for the Warriors from the 15-yard line. Chance for the Aces to flip the field position and get Casey off the field. Clement with 3 in pattern. Man now comes to this side, so trips receivers this way. Clement back, has time, fires wide open up the near side. It's caught. Ball carrier is off and running. He may score. He will score a touchdown. Ryan Richards, their leading receiver, just converts on an 84-yard catch and run touchdown, and Casey has a 2-score lead. How can you lose their best receiver?
Well, they go trips, so when they run that little inside release and he releases to the outside, we just bid on it, and he's wide open in the gap down there, about 20 yards downfield, and those quick legs did the rest.
We lost him on the play, and Richards made us pay. It's 20-6 Casey. And now the Warriors a chance to tack on the extra point to extend the lead. Here's the snap. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. 5:27 left. First quarter. Scoreboard check brought to you by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips. Second quarter, I should say. 21-6 Casey. Back in 1 minute.
At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get scary great deals. Save up to $15,000 off 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks and up to $10,000 off 2024 Jeep Compass. Come today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
This is your bank calling. Can you please provide your PIN number to validate your identity?
A voice over the phone asking you for your PIN number to verify who you are is a major red flag. Be cautious also of similar questions via email, text, or phone. October is National Cyber Security Awareness Month, and the First National Bank is sharing several tips and tricks to fight against fraud on their Facebook page. So be sure to follow along.
Casey has scored 21 unanswered to take a 21-6 lead over the Aces. Kickoff fielded by an upback for the Aces, who will get it around to the 31-yard line. And that's where Mount Carmel will start. Nolan Clement has completed 3 of the 4 passes he's thrown for 147 yards. Ryan Richards with 140 on 2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Well, when you're, I don't care what sport you're in, when you got to think, your feet stop.
Yeah.
And man, they run those combo routes out of that trips look, and all of a sudden we're trying to think through those coverages and who's got who, and he just ran right by us.
So the Aces find themselves down in a big hole, but we do get the ball to start the second half, beg your pardon. So if we can score here and keep Casey from scoring again, get right back in this thing. Here's Metter. He will hand off. Counterback is stood up and dropped right near the line of scrimmage. And that play went nowhere, and the Aces player shaken up on the play was the ball carrier. Who was that ball carrier? Was it Fulop countering back?
I believe it's Stalecki. No, it was Andrew, wasn't it? Number 9.
We'll have to take a look again, but a loss of 1 on the play. We'll have Aiden kiten up a little bit on the camera up top so we get a little bit better view down here on the replay. But regardless, a loss of 1, 2nd and 11. And here is Metter. He will hand off. Ball carrier is Acree. He'll plow forward across the 35. Give him about 4 on the play. Militoni was the ball carrier on that last play where we lost a yard. Now Acree gets that yard back plus 4 on the play. 3rd down, and call it 7.
Well, I've heard you guys say, we got a flag thrown. Unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, there's a flag on the far side of the field. It's going to be a sideline warning against the Aces. They don't assess any yardage for that, but it's a warning on the bench. Sometimes you're too close to that in line and an official makes contact. Sometimes you complain too much and they flag that also, but nonetheless, the Aces flagged on that far sideline for a sideline warning. Again, no penalty assessed. 3rd down and 7 here.
Make a play here.
Here is Metter, takes the snap, fakes the pitch, cuts up the middle. It's tackled at around the 39-yard line. He is wrapped down in a heap, but does get forward progress up to the 39-yard line. give him 4 on the play, and it is 4th and 4 now for Mount Carmel. Call it 4th and 3.
Luke Karras just did a great job that time. Great open field tackle there. These guys do a really nice job tackling in space.
So it's 21-6. It's 4th and 3. We're at the KZ 39. We are in go-for-it formation here. Aces feeling like they got to get something going here. Big play in this game. 3:39 to go in the first half. Metter hard counts. KZ doesn't bite this time. Can try it again. We do have 2 timeouts left. Metter now will send a man in motion, so we are running the play. That's Acree. That's a first down. He'll get it around the 35 or to the 45-yard line. That will move the chains. A 5-yard pickup for Acree. He needed 3. A 1st and 10 Pens Bowling Center first down. So that will move the chains and give the Aces a fresh set of downs here. Clock shows 3:17 remaining. Remember, this is not a Mount Carmel team that is very quick, so clock is becoming a factor for our offense as we try to traverse the field.
Well, and you got to give credit, too. Our offensive line really fired out that time. When it's 4th down and they can't jump and they've got to be watching the ball, the more aggressive you are, the better chance you have. We certainly did a good job, especially on the left side of that line that time.
Play clock's down to 4. We're just now to the line. Man in motion with 1. We do get the play off. The pitch and trying to turn the corner is Fulop, and the ball's popped loose. Fulop is going to go back. It's still loose. Casey has it inside the 35, back to the 33-yard line. Kind of a situation where the play took so long to go, and we felt rushed to get the snap off ahead of the snap count. Things kind of got put in motion in a hurry. Fulop was trying to turn the corner back this way, and unfortunately had the ball pop from his grasp, could not recover it. So Fulop takes the loss. The Aces turn it over, and Casey has it now at the 34-yard line.
He was trying to get to the edge that time, just could not outrun the defender. Carmichael over there really doing a good job trying to block on the edge.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Warriors from the 34-yard line. Here's the pitch. Karras has it, trying to find some room up the middle. The Aces will converge and bring him down as Acree in on the stop, as well as Stilecki Militoni, but not before Karras gets 3, and 2nd down 7.
Well, Jack Webb did a nice job off the edge that time, keeping that outside arm free and really created the outside leverage that time, which drove Karras back to the inside to his help. So nice job on the edge that time by Jack.
2nd down, long, 6, short 7 here for Casey. 1 receiver checked out far side. Slot man this way, 1 setback here, and now the Aces just jumped across the line. We haven't done that much. Or are they calling it on Casey? I thought the far side official was signaling false start. Nope, it's against the Aces.
And Braden Mason got a little antsy there, I think, that time.
1:58 left here in the first half. It's 21-6 Casey. The Warriors threatening for more here. The Warriors looking to beat the Aces for the first time in this short series. Mount Carmel 3-0 all time against the Warriors. 1-0 here. So we'll see what now the officials from both sides are going to get together. And again, this crew just seems to take an eternity to figure out what the penalties are. And it is encroachment against the Aces. Finally, the signal. That will make it a 2nd down and 2 for the Warriors.
Are you saying they don't have a date after the game? Is that what you're saying?
I am saying
it's taking a while.
I am saying if you're throwing a flag, you better know what you're throwing it for. 2nd down and 2. Not disparaging the officials. We need them all, even the slow ones.
Yeah.
2nd down and 2. Trips to the far side, 1 setback. Here is Clement. He takes the snap. 2nd and short, looking for the end zone and fires incomplete. Down the near sideline, out ahead of his intended receiver, 3rd down.
Well, he's looking for the tight end. It was 4 vertical that time. The trips on the other side went vertical. Looking for the one-on-one back here with the size advantage on that corner down there. And throw just was not accurate enough.
90 seconds left here in the first half. Boy, this started so well for the Aces. We recovered the opening kickoff. We went down and scored. We forced Casey to a 3-and-out on their first possession and had a 6-0 lead. And then Casey woke up, and they have scored 21 unanswered. with the ball threatening again here. 5 on the play clock. Clement will send a man in motion, and with 1, takes the snap, hands off, ball carrier to the edge, cuts back inside. That's going to the house. Again, on the run, their leading rusher, Luke Karras, finds the end zone again, this time from 26 yards out, and Casey's opened this game up. 27-6 Warriors.
Boy, he just got to the edge over there, and our corner and safety just could not make a play and cut back to the inside and walked to the end zone.
So 27-6 Warriors, 1:23 left, point after try pending. Here's the snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Checking the scoreboard, brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. KZ 28, Mount Carmel 6. We're back in 1 minute.
In the heart of Mount Carmel, where community and support go hand in hand, you'll find the First National Bank.
We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your supporters.
Just like our Golden Aces, we believe in hard work, dedication, and the power of community.
Whether on the field or in the bank, we're here to cheer you on every step of the way.
We're proud to support the Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Because when our team wins, our community wins.
Here's to another season of victories, both big and small. The First National Bank, where community comes first. Go Golden Aces. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Back to KZ, 1:23 left, first half. All Warriors here. They lead it 28-6. Here comes the kick. This one is kicked high and deep. It will be taken into the 1-yard line. Aces on the return, breaking free to the 20, up near the 25-yard line. That's where the Aces will bring the ball out and start the drive. Metter on the return.
I thought you couldn't run it out of the end zone.
Well, I thought that was interesting. I think maybe he ruled that his motion in catching the ball took him back into the end zone, but I'm still not sure. You can't bring that out. Nonetheless, Mount Carmel will have the football at around the 26-yard line. That's where they'll set it down. 1st and 10 Aces there.
That was a good kick that time with the wind. The wind is kicking up here.
It is. Colder air moving in for next week. If this isn't perfect football weather, you're going to have fall-like football weather perhaps next week.
Put on your flannel for next week. Right?
There you go. Temperatures in the 60s for highs, 30s for lows. I'm still trying to plant some grass seed, darn it. I don't need a frost right now. Mount Carmel has 2 receivers far side, one this way. Here's Metter, takes the snap, delivers the pitch to Acree, who's trying to find a seam up to the far side. There is a late flag that came in on the tail end of that play. Acree gets about 2, but hold the phone on the flag here. Also have one of the linemen for the Aces shaken up a bit on the play. Dead ball, personal foul, Casey, so they'll tack on 15 yards to the end of the play. I don't know if that was a late hit or what that might have been. But it helps the Aces with 15 yards, give Acree 2 on the rush, and then tack on 15 after. So 1st and 10 Mount Carmel, a 1st and 10 Pins Bowling Center first down by way of the penalty flag.
Come on, make a play. Make a play
Less
here.
than a minute, so clock is getting late here in Casey. 3 in pattern, 2 one way, 1 the other for the Aces. 1 setback Acree with a quarterback Metter who wants to throw. Has protection, fires, and it's picked off. Picked off by Casey. Metter's going to have to make the play defensively. He will at the 20-yard line for the Warriors. The interception was thrown right at Owen Keeney. And Casey will have 42 seconds to try to add to their lead.
Well, Shane's trying to make a play there, and he zoned in on Jack, number 50, the linebacker, just dropped back in coverage and ran hard and was just between him and the receiver that time, and the ball ended up right straight to him. So
yeah, one of those passes when you're watching on replay, you think, why is he throwing that pass? He just didn't see the defender did matter. And now Casey set up right at the 19-yard line, 19 yards away from a score with 42 seconds on the clock remaining. Here is Clement, takes the snap, wants to throw, has time, now is flushed out. On the run to the far side, throws it back across his body. It's caught. Receiver near the goal line. Did he make it in?
He's down.
No, he's down at around the 1, and there are flags down on the play to boot. This may be coming back.
It will. Holding.
That was Kellen Sullivan on the reception, but it will be a hold on the Warriors, which will negate the pass play. Clock trickles down to 31 seconds, pending, again, the long-awaited decision and explanation of the penalty. I mean, good grief. They are walking it back towards the Warriors. It will go back to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard walk-off on the hold.
When Downing really came off that edge that time from that tackle position and putting the pressure on the quarterback.
They
flushed him out of the pocket.
They crank the clock, and where is Casey? The clock is rolling, 23, 22, 21. They just now are up to the line. 2 receivers far side, 1 setback with Clement. The quarterback sends the ball in motion, sends the man in motion, now wants to throw, fires out to the near side. Receivers across the 10 down to the 8, stays in bounds. The clock will stop to move the chains. With 8.9 on the clock, the Warriors wasted a whole lot of time there. Timeout taken by Casey here with 8 seconds remaining. A pass play that covers 22 yards. Will Moore was the receiver of that pass. Casey picks up 22. It'll be first and goal at the 8 for the Warriors with 8 seconds on the clock. Timeout taken by Casey. We'll keep it here this time. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan.
Well, Moore is just a 6'3" sophomore. That's a really good prospect right there for the Casey Warriors.
His first reception tonight, his 8th of the season. And this is a good Casey ball club. You know, we talked about the pedigree of Casey, kind of tit for tat with you, Will, almost at the 1A level with Mount Carmel, who plays in 3A. Since the playoff era began in 1974, Casey is 389 and 145. It's a 728 win percentage. The Aces are 438 and 120. That's a 745 win percentage. That's pretty darn good. Both sides. First and goal at the 8. The clock shows 8 seconds left for the Warriors. And now Clement is looking for the play call from the sideline. He has it. The backs are in the eye. 1 receiver far side. And now the pitch goes that way. Headed toward the pylon. There's a hold. It will come back. 3 seconds on the clock. Taking the pitch. Headed toward the goal line is Nicholas Foudy. But the fireworks have gone off. But thank you very much for celebrating the penalty with the fireworks here in Casey. That's a hold on the Warriors that will negate the touchdown. And now they may try a field goal here with 3 seconds remaining as the ball sits back at the 14-yard line. You know, the penalties have been...
They're running them out here, aren't they?
They've run a big part of this game, have these penalties tonight both ways. So and
he's got the wind behind him.
He does have the wind behind him. They'll set the ball down. The holder sits at the 20, so a 35-yard field goal attempt here. And here comes the snap. The ball is down. The kick is away. It's a line drive kick, and it is good as time expires. The kicker delivers. Wyatt Erickson from 35 yards out gives Casey a 31-6 lead here at halftime. We're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, it's the Keep Us Funeral Home halftime report. All Casey, 31-6 Warriors. Back in 2 minutes.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same: to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
Mount Carmel, welcome to the all-new Southgate Furniture. We just opened our doors at 1 Southgate Drive. We can't wait for you to see what's inside. From stylish dining sets to cozy sofas, recliners, and coffee tables, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. And right now, don't miss our ultimate complete bedroom suite sale. All complete bedroom sets are 50% off while supplies last. Hurry in today and take advantage of these incredible savings before they're gone. Offer excludes mattresses. Visit us today at 1 Southgate Drive in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Southgate Furniture. Your home, your style, your way.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
We're at halftime here in KZ, the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report. All Warriors, they lead it here at home, 31-6 over the Aces, and I'm not sure how we got to this point, given the start the Aces had. KZ just had some explosive plays. Mount Carmel made a couple of mistakes, and all of a sudden, KZ's rattled off 31 straight points to have that 31-6 lead.
Well, from a defensive standpoint, they haven't been able to run the ball inside against us. We've been very stout up inside the tight ends, actually, with a double tight. Once they've gotten to the edge, they've gotten us on numbers for one touchdown run. They got to the edge on that quick toss on that last touchdown, and really just poor tackling in the secondary. We've got to do a better job there. And a couple pass plays where they completed some downfield long passes, Kyle, that really caused some confusion on our end. And then the run after the catch, they did a nice job there too. So from a defensive standpoint, we've got to shore some things up. We could not have asked for a better start to this game. You know, taking the opening kickoff and recovering it, driving down, scoring, getting the 3 and out on the first drive, and couldn't have asked for a better start, but just could not sustain things defensively.
Well, here's how the scoring summary has gone to this point in this one. Elliott Acree got the Aces on the board first. We recovered the opening kickoff on a squib kick down the far side of the field. We recovered that. Acree then started the drive from the 30, and Acree capped off that drive with a 16-yard touchdown run. We did line up for our first extra point attempt of the season, but the snap went awry. So it was 6-0 Mount Carmel with 9:56 to go in the first quarter. And then KZ's offense took the show from there. It was Clement finding Richards on a 55-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good at the 2:21 mark of the first quarter, and KZ grabbed the 7-6 lead. Then Karras took off a 14-yard run with 8:51 remaining in the second quarter. The extra point was good to make it 14-6 KZ. Then another big pass play as Clement finds Richards for an 85-yard touchdown pass. The extra point was good with 5:27 to go in the second quarter. That made it 21-6 KZ. Then Karras again, 26 yards on the run. The extra point was good with 1:23 to go in the half. That made it 28-6 KZ. And then as time expired, the field goal was up and good for their field goal kicker, who was looking for his name there, Wyatt Erickson,
number 40,
a 35-yard field goal as time expired, and KZ's ahead 31-6 here at halftime. So the Warriors scored 3 times in the last 5.5 minutes of the second quarter. They're explosive, a big play team.
Well, and then, two 2 turnovers within there, with the fumble, then they scored, and then the interception they scored. So you couple that with 2 drives where we could not sustain things, and again, keep the ball away. I mean, when you've got an offense like we have, where we are run happy, we've got to play with the lead, which makes this second half even tougher.
You look at the yardage here, KZ 256 yards of total offense, Mount Carmel just 78. For the Aces, 56 yards for Elliott Acree on 14 carries and the touchdown. Xander Bader a carry for 3. Shane Metter 4 carries for 19 yards. Andrew Militoni 2 carries for a net -1. Tobias Fulop lost 10 yards on his carry. He had a fumble there that the KZ did recover. So 67 yards rushing for Mount Carmel. The one completed pass of the night went from Metter to Andrew Militoni for 11 yards for the Aces. On the day, Metter is 1 of 4 for 11 yards and 1 interception. For KZ, Luke Karras, 9 carries, 58 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's, again, accounting for the bulk of KZ's offense. Noah Clement, 3 carries for 29 yards. Clement has also thrown 6 passes, completing 4 of those, 2 of them for touchdowns for 169 yards through the air. Ryan Richards catching the 2 long balls for scores, 2 catches, 2 scores, 140 yards. Will Moore a catch for 22, and Nicholas Foudy a catch for 7 yards. Anyway, you add it up, it's KZ 31, Mount Carmel 6 here at halftime. The Keepus Funeral Home halftime report continues. We'll take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back right after this.
Have you ever lost power? Many get a home generator. Now there's something much better from Morton Solar, the Tesla Powerwall.
You earned my business. I did my research. I looked around. I got lots of estimates, and you guys did a great job from start to finish. No worries, no headache, no bad experiences at all. So I couldn't ask for a better experience and a better product.
Go to mortonsolar.com.
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we hope to be the best at what we do.
The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head? Or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Hello, I'm Andrea Lull from Robinson, Illinois. For my first appointment, I knew I chose the right orthopedic center. The day his surgery went like planned, registration went smooth, pre-surgery, and the nurse made me feel very comfortable. I'm currently 3 months out of surgery. I don't even feel like I had a total hip replacement, but I am having a much better quality of life with my new hip. WGH, we're going home.
The Keepus Funeral Home halftime report continues here on WSJD. At halftime, Casey leading Mount Carmel 31-6. Again, playing this here on a Saturday night, so everything else in the Little Illini Conference has gone final as of last night. Olney and Paris were tied at 20 at halftime, but the Olney Tigers rally for a lot of points in the second half as they beat the Paris Tigers 64-36. So Olney sits atop the league at 5-0. They are 7-0 on the season. Meanwhile, Marshall picks up a win, their first in conference play. They beat Lawrenceville last night by the final of 33-10. Lawrenceville 0-7. They're 0-5 in league play. Marshall now 2-5 on the year, 1-4 in the league. Robinson used a hook and ladder play for about 85 yards last night to knock off Newton 35-28. With the win, Robinson moves to 3-2 in the league. They're 3-4 overall. Those are the league scores. So looking at the standings, Olney's 5-0. Casey poised to move to 5-0 in the league. They're 4-0 right now. Mount Carmel sets a game back at 3-1. If this score holds, the Aces would drop to 3-2. Robinson is 3-2. Paris 2-3. Newton and Robinson are 1-4 each in the league, and Lawrenceville brings up the sheller in the conference. They are 0-5 in league play. You start to really hone in on the Aces playoff opportunity here at this point. You've got to be 5-4 to get in. You're 6-3 if you win tonight. Potentially if you win out. So Mount Carmel is going to have to win the next 2 weeks at home against Marshall this coming Friday, and then the following Thursday at Lawrenceville to cap off the regular season. You got to win out to give yourself a shot to get in the playoffs, and 5-4 is not a guarantee, but it looks like Mount Carmel would have, we think, enough playoff points to find their way in to postseason play.
Well, and I believe, having coached a little bit, the second half of this game will go a long way to see how we're going to play the next 2 weeks. I mean, how are we going to respond here? I mean, you're down, you're down and out. I mean, are we going to come back and play, put it together where we can put a couple drives together, put some good things on tape to see? We've made some adjustments personnel-wise. Can we show some things and feel good about the second half leading into those next 2 weeks? Yes, they're on paper. Those are games that we're going to be favored going into those games, but still, you got to put good minutes together. And so, can we come back and put 2 good quarters together the second half of this game?
Yeah, I think you got to start laying the groundwork for next week. If you're the Aces, it's kind of do or die time for Mount Carmel. You've reached that point in the season, and if you're Mount Carmel, are you going to find your way in the playoffs or not? You do get out of this grueling part of the season, I guess you would say, if you're the Aces, and the fact that these 2 games, Olney and Paris, you knew coming in were going to kind of be the games that were going to give you the most difficulty in LIC play. But you frankly got to take care of business, and it starts right now.
Well, and again, it's a matter of how you look at yourself. I mean, right now you're not playing. You're not playing against the scoreboard. You're not looking at the scoreboard. You're trying to think about the next play, the next drive, the next putting some, stacking pennies here, because we've got to put some things together here on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively, to help ourselves, feel much better about leading into those two games.
It's interesting, Rick, in the fact that Mount Carmel will play Marshall next week for the 4th time since joining the Little Illini Conference, and it will be the first time Marshall has come to the Snake Pit.
There you go.
So the Lions will get their first introduction to Riverview Stadium next week. The Aces have beaten Marshall all 3 times we've played them. The same is true with Casey. Mount Carmel's outscored Marshall 162-21, and those 21 points came in last week's game. But this is a Marshall team who is also making a little bit of noise. They've won 2 games this year. That's more than they normally do win. It had been several years since they had won a conference game when they did that a couple of years ago. So Marshall is trending up, and they beat Lawrenceville for their first conference win this year on Friday night, and the Aces will finish up the year at Lawrenceville.
But again, if you're looking at, okay, we got to win these next 2 games to get into the tournament, and then you want to do something in the tournament, you've got to. You can't look at it like, well, yeah, we're going to play a team that's won 2 games. Yeah, we're going to be playing against a team that's, in the bottom of the conference. Well, yeah, we can do that. Well, you want to be thinking longer than that. You want to think beyond that. So we've got to put some things together here and play better to get some stops, to be more together. Communication, conditioning. That's the other thing, too, that I worry about. I worry about our conditioning. I see us, last week, we're cramping up late in the game, and, you got to be in shape. We got a lot of guys going both ways, and you got to be in shape to be able to get to the third and fourth quarter. And we're going to see that here tonight again as well.
By the way, there was one Saturday game in Southern Illinois. Red Hill beat Madison earlier today, 40-30. Was the final score.
That's a good win for them.
In that one, yeah, for sure.
And they've been struggling a little bit, Red Hill has.
And the Salukis set to join the Black Diamond Conference in football next year. When we come back, we'll get you set for the start of the second half. We've got a little Aces trivia to throw your way as well. It's the Keepus Funeral Home halftime report. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
I'm Elijah Hadro with the Mount Carmel Fire Department.
And I'm David James, president of Mount Carmel Public Utility Company.
Did you know that working smoke alarms can significantly reduce the risk of dying in a home fire? Taking just a few seconds each month to test your smoke alarms can make a life-saving difference. Simply press the test button to ensure they're working properly, and don't forget to follow the manufacturer's instructions for regular cleaning to keep your alarms in top condition.
Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. All month long, get a new 2024 Dodge Hornet starting at $299 a month and a 2024 Durango now up to $10,000 off MSRP. Come in and get yours today. Get scary great deals at Steve Faulkner Automotive. New 2024 Ford Expedition up to $10,000 off and Ford Bronco Sport as low as $343 a month. See them all at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Did you know that Wabash County Health Department offers a reproductive health clinic? The clinic is available on Wednesdays with morning and afternoon appointments available. Services include physical exams, STD services, pregnancy testing, contraceptive services, hormonal implants, and more. Appointments can be made by calling 618-263-3873 or by texting 618-240-8889. Our reproductive health clinic, just another service provided by the Wabash County Health Department, is located at 130 West 7th Street in Mount Carmel. The place for lunch and dinner is the Smoking Pig in Grayville. Come check out our world-famous barbecue or try one of our delicious sandwiches or even tacos. How about snacking on one of our jumbo pretzels the size of your head, or even mouth-watering tomahawk steaks, or even surf and turf. Located on the KOA campground, Smoking Pig is here to serve you. Come see us in person or order online. And don't forget, we can also cater your next event.
Back here in Casey, getting set to start the second half. Before we do, we've been in communications with the official stat crew for Mount Carmel, and they tell us on the sidelines that the one completed pass we had Shane Metter for to Andrew Militoni for 11 yards was a backwards pass. Therefore, they're calling it a run, not a pass. So officially with the Mount Carmel stat crew, we are now 0 for 3 in passing, and Militoni's 11 yards go as an 11-yard rush to give him 10 yards net on the day. So there you go. We've got a little Aces trivia for you, and we'll do this as we get started for the second half. Coach, you put a lot of thought into this one.
Well, I don't know about it. We went back and looked a little bit, but what football coaches in the history of Mount Carmel football have coached at least 4 years and have never had a losing season while they coached?
Okay, so they've had to have coached.
At least 4.
The officials have now decided that everybody's lined up on the wrong side of the field.
Switch ends.
So we're going to switch ends, which will give us time to let you think about that trivia question. So which coaches in Mount Carmel football history have coached for a minimum of 4 years and have never had a losing season?
Give you a hint. There are 2.
There are only 2. Only 2 in the history, the storied history of Mount Carmel, who have coached for more than 4 years and never had a losing season. It's remarkable that it's only 2. And we figured this out. You figured out the trivia. I got it right somehow in the car. I suck at that game, by the way. Here comes the kick, and that is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Aces will start at the 20. Can you say suck on the radio? Because I just
You just did.
Yeah, twice.
You just did.
I think that's permissible. When referring to oneself, I think you can say it.
Yeah, when it's self-degradation, you're okay, right?
I'm not good at trivia, but I got that one. We'll give you the answer here in just a moment. So, obviously some of the great names that come to mind in terms of coaches in Mount Carmel history. You have the Hall of Famers, Larry Davis. You have the Hall of Famer, Jim John. I mean, you got to have soon-to-be, at some point, Hall of Famers, Darren Peach and John Hart. You've got the current coach, Michael Brewer, has led the Aces to a state final.
Let's talk about John Hart here in a minute, too.
There's only 2. Mount Carmel set to run their first offensive play of the second half. Tacked in house here. Metter with an empty backfield sends a man in motion and will deliver the pitch to Acree. He's got it with a little hitch in the giddy-up, so to speak, but he holds it in. Plows across the 25 up near the 26-yard line. They'll actually set the ball down right at the 26. A 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4. John Hart has had a big week.
Well, big week. Friday, I think a lot of our Aces fans saw him on the Today Show on NBC nationally, where they had Brownsburg football highlighted, and he did a great job with the local Channel 13 THR there in Indianapolis that did the remote for the national broadcast, where really he's just smooth. I mean, John's just super smooth.
2nd down and 4. Again, packed house up front for the Aces offense. Acree is the one setback.
There you go.
Bangs his way over one, plowing through a pile of Warrior defenders all the way to a first down for Mount Carmel across the 20, across the 30 to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 from there. Give Acree 8 yards on that play.
Boy, and you like what you see there on that first down 2 plays. So, we talked about what we're going to see here, and so let's see if we can maintain and sustain some things.
Acree now up to 70 yards rushing on the day for the Aces. John Hart, one of the things that you knew about John was he always wanted to coach a team that would in some way compete on the national level. And John Hart just made an appearance on the Today Show this week. I'd say we're getting there. Aces take the snap. Metter hands off. That's Acree, far side. Gets up near the 37-yard line. Give him a gain of 3 on the play. And we've got an Aces player. Well, they're just getting unpacked off the pile there. Everybody's all right. A gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. So.
How about those 2 coaches?
Yeah, how about those 2 coaches?
Well, one is John Hart.
One is John Hart.
Right. Coached 11 years.
Coached 11 years. So John Hart is one of the 2. And that makes sense because you look at the playoff era. Mount Carmel, of course, did not lose in the playoffs from 1981 to 2005, I believe is the year. 2nd down and 7. Here is Metter sending a man in motion. He'll get the call on the run for the Aces.
Acree again.
That is Acree. And he'll plow across the 40 or right to that mark. Another 3-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down from there.
Well, the other guy is
Well, let's drag this out a little bit.
Okay.
So Jim John is often referred to as the guy who put Mount Carmel football in the right direction. But it was not Jim John because he had to get us to that point.
He had 3 losing seasons.
3 losing seasons. So Jim
in his
John
11 years
is off the list this time. 3rd and 4 here for the Aces. Metter takes the snap, handoff, Acree. I'm not sure that handoff went cleanly, and Acree is tackled for a loss on the play. It'll now be 4th down for Mount Carmel.
Larry Davis, coached for 15 years.
And that would be one I would consider.
He had a losing season.
He had one.
Yeah.
One losing season, so it is not LD. So it's John Hart and one other.
Darren Peach coached 16 years, the longest tenure of any football coach in Mount Carmel history. He had 2 losing seasons.
Mount Carmel going for it here on 4th and 5. Tries to draw Casey off. They do not jump. With 12 on the play clock, we'll see if we try it again. Instead, a man goes in motion. Handoff goes to Acree. He is close, but I don't think he got enough yards for the first down.
Depends on the spot. Come on, buddy, get in there.
Really close. They have not stopped the play to take a look.
Oh, the guy on the other side. Look at that spot.
And it's about a yard short. They will take a look. They are looking, and they will measure. So they'll bring the chains out. from where that spot is down, I think he's about a half yard short, but we'll see. So that gives us time to finish this off. It was not Darren Peach because of the 05
Correct.
season.
Correct. Roy Gatewood, he coached 3 years.
Okay.
It was undefeated, so it's not him.
But it's not him. That was 3 years.
Right.
Casey does hold Mount Carmel a yard short, so Casey will take over on downs despite Acree getting 3 or 4 yards on that play. So it'll be 1st and 10 Warriors from the Mount Carmel 39.
So it was Larry Lockhart.
Larry Lockhart.
Right. 8 years he coached, didn't have a losing season. And the amazing thing to me is both he and John, all right, made it, never had a season where they didn't get in the tournament, into playoffs.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable. What a run the Aces have had and continue to have. It's simply remarkable.
And Larry never had less than 8 wins.
Larry Lockhart.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Casey has it. They'll stack trips to the far side. Clement's in the pistol, takes the snap and wants to throw. Has time. Now will take off and run. He spins away from one tackle. He's out to the outside, gets up to the 40, and after all of that, will get about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors. Clement on the run.
Boy, Mason was there, just could not get him on the ground, and did a nice job on his initial support, but could not wrestle him to the ground.
Nolan Clement, 4 carries now, 32 yards on the night. Clock rolls inside of 8 minutes left here in the third quarter, 31-6 Casey. The Warriors have it on a 2nd and 7 from the 40-yard line of Mount Carmel. They will send 2 receivers to the far side. One slot back this way, one setback with the quarterback Clement. And he will take the snap. He has a pitch relationship, delivers the pitch to Karras, who's across the 35, pounds his way near the 30, will have the 1st down for the Warriors. A pickup for Casey.
Tackled
about
by
9 yards.
Tackled by Metter out there that time.
Metter doing a little bit of everything. 9 yards for Karras, as he is now to 67 yards. Rushing the football on the night. 1st and 10 Warriors.
Karras, you would think that's a football name, isn't it?
It is.
Alex Karras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, the scary thing, if you look at this Warriors team, Clement and Karras, both juniors.
Well, the big receiver is
Yeah.
a sophomore.
Here is the handoff. Karras has it to the 30, cuts his way back inside of the 25. He'll be brought down there. A gain of 5 for Karras that time. 2nd down 5.
Acree on the stop that time.
Mount Carmel back at home for the final time in the regular season against the Marshall Lions next Friday night. It's the final Friday night game of the regular season. The Aces playing Saturday night tonight. They'll play on Thursday night at Lawrenceville in the final week of the season. Trips to the far side. One setback with a quarterback, that's Karras. Quarterback is Clement. One receiver this way. Clement takes the snap from the shotgun formation. Now will roll to his right. Throws down into the end zone, and the pass is too far out in front. Incomplete. And it'll be 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, that quarterback just impressed me. He threw that from a 30-yard line to the back of the end zone, put it only where his guy could have a chance for that, and threw it across his body as he's running full speed to his right. Nice. That's a heck of a throw for a high school kid there.
On the run, no less, doing all of that. Nolan Clement, the 6-foot, 170-pound junior. Casey's going to make some noise in the 1A playoffs. You can believe that. Undefeated, and circle the date, because next Friday night it's the 2 undefeated teams in the league squaring off. Clement takes the snap on 3rd down. He fires. The pass is off the hands of his intended receiver. It will be incomplete, and it'll be 4th down. Looking out there for Richards. He wants a flag, does not get it. It'll be 4th down and 5 now for the Warriors. Olney and Casey next Friday night, in essence, for the league championship.
Well, and, you know, it is what it is. You know, I mean, only Richland County is a 4A school, right?
Right.
And they're a good 4A football team.
And they are the Cinderella story of this LIC this year. Nobody expected, only after an 0-9 season last year, to be competing for the championship.
But they've got some horses now. I mean, it's not like they.
Casey going for it here on 4th down. Clement fires to Richards. It's caught. It's a first down to the 5, to the 3, and he's forced out of bounds there. Again, Clement finds Richards. A 4th down conversion from the 25-yard line inside the 5 to the 5. It's a 20-yard pass play. Another double-digit pass play for the Warrior offense.
Well, that tight end drag coming across the underneath route just has really been a killer all night. He gets lined up on a linebacker and just outruns people out to the flat. And just a nice design, nice scheme that time. Watch the outside run here with this Maryland eye stacked again.
Again, the big eye stack here for the Warriors up at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Handoff, fullback through, and there is the signal. Touchdown. The Warriors get it in the end zone. I believe it was Karras from 3 yards out.
It was a fullback. I'm not sure. Was that 34?
That might have been Foudy.
Yeah.
I think it was. So Foudy on the score. Here comes the point after try. The ball is down, the kick is up, and it is no good to the right. So the extra point try is no good. Scoreboard check brought to you by Tim Phillips of Jade Investments. All KZ. The Warriors 37, the Aces 6. Back in 1 minute.
At Southgate Furniture, we're celebrating a new season and new location. We've just opened the doors at our new location. We have everything you need to make your home game day ready. From cozy recliners for watching the big game to stylish dining sets for post-game celebrations. We've got it all. As proud supporters of the Golden Aces, we know a strong team go hand in hand with a great community. So, whether you're gearing up for game day or looking to refresh your space, come visit us at 1 Southgate Drive. Southgate Furniture, where comfort meets community. Go Aces!
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we hope to be the best at what we do.
(37-6) KZ. Here is Wyatt Erickson's kickoff. It is going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and the Aces will start at the 20. How about this kicker, Erickson, the sophomore?
Yeah, nice job. This just been solid all night and good distance. Kick to the goal line just about every time, and except for the pooch kicks that they've used at times. But I've been really impressed with the line of KZ. I mean, they're not overly tall, but you can just tell they're rugged, they're strong technique-wise, their first step is correct, they're always to the hole, they don't stand up out of their stance, they drive block well. Technique-wise, they just do a very good job. And but I think they're going to have their hands full next week against Richland County.
This is a KZ team that has 12 seniors on the roster, but a lot of their skill position players will be back next year. Here is Metter. He'll send a man in motion to the far side. The swing pass is out that way. It is caught, and a little to no gain. I think won't they call that another run because it was behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So it will be a run scored by the Aces. It'll be Acree, and he'll pick up about 2 on the play. Where did they set the ball down at? I don't know. They've moved it, and maybe 1 yard gain up to the 21-yard line. So Acree will carry the ball for 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
And the difference is, like, Richland County, I mean, they've got some big boys up front. I mean, and they're not just big guys without technique. I mean, sometimes you see, and we may have had a couple of those last year that were just bigger and stronger and weighed more. And
here's a ball carrier going up the middle. That was Metter on a delayed option read. And he is a little hobbled as he heads back to the huddle. He'll get about 6 on the play. give him 5. 3rd and 5. That last carry, by the way, was by Andrew Militoni, not by the Aces Acree on that pass behind the line of scrimmage that will go by our official stats crew on the sidelines there as a run. 3rd and 4 now for the Aces. Ball's at the 26 with 4.5 to go here in quarter number 3. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Metter will hand off. Ball carrier is Acree, plowing forward, trying to find the first down marker, but will be stopped short of that. He'll get it up to around the 29-yard line, and it'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 4th down for the Aces from here. So 4th and 1 for the Aces with the ball at the 29-yard line.
And we're going to go for it here. And again, this is what we talked about. I mean, can we get some momentum going? Can we feel good about finishing this game strong? 4th
down. Call it a short left. 2, long 1 for the Aces. Metter takes the snap. He's going to run for himself, and he will have the first down. Just got to the 31-yard line. Move the chains. A 1st and 10 Pens Bowling Center first down for Mount Carmel. For Metter, his 6th carry of the game. Mount Carmel now up to 113 yards of total offense. The yards have been hard to come by tonight.
Well, I'd like to see us get him to the edge a little bit with an option look, that kind of thing. We've got that in our playbook, I believe, but
we'll see what the Aces dial up here. 1st and 10 from the KZ 31. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Metter's in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Here comes the sweep that way. That's Carmichael turning the corner. He'll get to around the 34-yard line, starting in the place of Rhett Andrews at that receiver spot.
He just comes on that jet sweep that time and handed off to him. We stretched out the play to the right side of the wide side of the field, and he did a nice job cutting back and trying to find a hole there.
So Cole Carmichael, the junior, 5'9", 145. That's his first carry of the season. And he gets 4 yards out of that play. 2nd down and 6 from the Mount Carmel 34. Twin receivers far side, 1 this way. Metter takes the snap, wants to throw. Looks over the middle, finds Webb. It's caught at the 50. 45-40. Webb tackled. A shoestring tackle by the Warrior defense brings Jack Webb down, but not before. A big first down, biggest play of the night for the Aces, brings the ball all the way up to the KZ 33-yard line. From the 34 of Mount Carmel to the 33 of KZ.
Well, Webb just runs right down the hash mark and finds a gap in that zone defense that time, and well-delivered ball that time by Shane Metter.
A 30-yard pass play, we'll call it, for the Aces. Biggest play offensively of the night. 2 minutes left in the 3rd. 1st and 10 Mount Carmel from the KZ 33. Same formation for the Aces. Man in motion to the far side. It's Carmichael. He'll take the sweep that way. Good blocking on the edge, but one last guy got through to trip up Carmichael before he could turn the corner. Good diving tackle out there for the Warrior defense. Sliding out there was Fred Thomas to make the stop. An Aces player is shaken up on the play. In fact, we may have 2 players shaken up on the play.
Yeah.
This is a KZ player that's down with a cramp on the far side. Carmichael got no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10 it'll be for the Aces. And that comes with 1:34 to go. Mount Carmel at home next week for the final time in the regular season. The Marshall Lions come calling.
It'll be senior night, right?
Senior night for the Aces, 7 o'clock kickoff. Our 1-hour pregame show begins at 6. We couldn't get the job done, partner, so Scott Allen returns next Friday
I know.
night.
Well,
we're 0-2 the last 2 years.
I was going to say, that's not good. That's not good.
Unacceptable.
I might just walk up and put the headphones on for a couple drives just to get rid of the jinx. Huh?
You are always welcome.
There you go.
You do that, and I'll tell Scott I'm calling play-by-play for at least one call to shred the monkey off our backs.
There you go.
Second and 10 for Mount Carmel from the 33-yard line. Clock rolls, 90 seconds to go. Aces, 2 receivers near side, 1 far side, 1 setback. Metter fakes the pitch his way, now keeps and runs, turns upfield, across the 20, across the 15. He's out of bounds, but Metter with a fake of the pitch moves the chains with his own legs. We'll see where they spot him. He ran out of bounds back at around the 12-yard line, so give Metter 21 yards on the run. From the 33 to the 12, Mount Carmel back in the Big R Farm and Home red zone. And it's 1st and 10 for the Aces. They'll spot it at the 13.
And a nice job that time, that left side blocking over here really created that hole and a misdirection for the Aces.
2 receivers again to the near side, 1 far side, 1 setback in the gun. It's Metter, delivers the pitch. It took its time getting there.
Get there.
But it's to Acree, who stays on his feet inside the 5, dives for the pylon, will be short, but there is a flag down on the play back in the middle of the field.
Holding.
And it looks like it will cost the Aces. The flag sits at about the 7-yard line. They call it a legal block against the Aces, block in the back. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty from that spot. So it'll be second to make it 1st and long here.
Acree was able to get to the edge that time and really had some daylight over there. They did a nice job closing ground, did Casey on the defensive end.
The penalty will create about a 1st and 14 for the Aces. Back at around the 16-yard line. Inside a minute left here in quarter number 3. 1 on the play clock. We just get the snap away. Metter keeps himself, tries to run upfield as we, in essence, kind of fake the handoff on the sweep. Metter maybe got a yard of progress up to the 15-yard line. Give him 1. It'll be 2nd down and 12. The Aces do have to take 1 more snap before the end of the 3rd quarter. KZ with a 37-6 lead. The Warriors have scored 37 straight points. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Metter takes the snap, keeps himself, stumbles, turns upfield, gets across the 10, down to around the 6, where the Aces will have a 3rd and manageable coming up.
When we come back.
After we take a break for the end of the 3rd quarter. Scoreboard check brought to you by Country Financial Agent, or rather by Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips. 37-6 KZ, back in 1 minute.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Hi, my name is Rylan Robb. I am from Albion, Illinois, and I am a radio TV major here at Wabash Valley College. From broadcasting all sorts of sports games to producing my own TV show and radio show, the hands-on experience is as much as you want to do with it. In terms of the program itself, I think it's really special. It's really like almost a little family in a way, and it's really been really nice being able to experience the things I have with people that genuinely appreciate it with me.
We go to the 4th quarter here in KZ. Mount Carmel trailing the Warriors 37-6, but the Aces are threatening. They'll have a 3rd and 4 with a ball setting up shop at around the 6-yard line. The Aces, of course, can get a 1st down without getting a touchdown. But let's just score right here and put all the worries aside on this drive. Big pass completion kind of got this drive moving.
Couple long runs from the quarterback position.
Metter has carried the ball a lot more in this drive, had a 30-yard pass completion along the way. Now sends a man in motion far side. Metter's going to keep it himself, finds a seam, turns upfield, dives across the goal line, touchdown. Shane Metter will take it in from 6 yards out, and Mount Carmel is back on the board to make it 37-12 KZ.
Well, we talked at halftime about maybe trying to get him involved in the run game a little bit more. He actually said that at the beginning of the game, and you don't want to get him hurt, obviously, but he could be a little bit more explosive. We could be a little bit more explosive if we get that option.
Mount Carmel becomes just the third team this season to put up multiple touchdowns on the board against this stingy Warrior defense. The Aces now line up to go for two. The Mabry auto body point after try. The 2-point conversion is going to be good. Angling into the corner of the end zone. Mount Carmel will score the 2-point conversion to make it 37-14. Casey in front. Will be back in 1 minute.
At Southgate Furniture, we're celebrating a new season and new location. We've just opened the doors at our new location. We have everything you need to make your home game day ready. From cozy recliners for watching the big game to stylish dining sets for post-game celebrations. We've got it all. As proud supporters of the Golden Aces, we know a strong team go hand in hand with a great community. So, whether you're gearing up for game day or looking to refresh your space, come visit us at 1 Southgate Drive. Southgate Furniture, where comfort meets community. Go Aces!
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we hope to be the best at what we do.
Tobias Fulop had that 2-point conversion run for the Aces. Mount Carmel back on the board since the opening drive.
And that 2-point conversion brought to you by Wagner Auto
No,
Body.
you're not. You're close.
What?
You're close. You're not exactly 100% right, but you're close.
Okay.
We haven't called that much this year. Mabry's Auto Body and
Mabry,
Paint.
Wagner. Okay, Mabry, there you go.
214 South Market at Mount Carmel. Onside kick try for the Aces goes out of bounds, I believe, on the far side of the field. So Casey will take the ball, and Mount Carmel will go to defense, trailing 37-14. You know, it's been an interesting season with that Mabry Auto Body read. It's for extra points,
Right.
and then lo and behold, we don't do any extra points.
Well, we tried to get one early in the
it's
game here on the first one.
Right, it's the Mabry Auto Body 2-point conversion tries.
There you
more
go.
often than not. So Casey is going to.
And we
set up
appreciate
shop.
their
For
appreciate
sure.
their support.
We do appreciate all of our sponsors making everything we do on the radio and the video stream possible. Casey sets up shop at the Mount Carmel 46-yard line. 11:55 to go in the game. Trip receivers stacked up here to the near side for the Warriors, and Clement takes the snap. Wants to throw. He's in trouble, and he is flushed out. Now fires. Pass is caught. Receivers down the sideline, and that's a one-play, 46-yard touchdown drive for the Warriors. It's caught by Will Moore from Clement. 46 yards, another big play. A one-play drive makes it 43-14 Casey.
Well, the trips on the right side ran a combo route. The single receiver on that side just went on a straight-up go, and miscommunication that time, and we did not have him covered.
Extra point coming as Casey answers. Mount Carmel score just that quickly. The extra point was blocked as the Aces got a hand on it. Who got their hand on that football out there?
Jack Webb, I
Jack
believe.
Webb up the middle blocks that extra point. Score remains Casey 43, Mount Carmel 14. Back in a minute.
Hi, I have a question. I heard you are owned by the people who manage their money day to day with you.
Yep.
And that you're a not-for-profit version of a bank.
Yep.
And because you are owned by the people who manage their day-to-day money with you, and because you are the not-for-profit version of a bank, you work to keep good rates, so it's easier to borrow or to save for life milestones.
Yep. Just people helping people. Was there a question?
Yep. How do I sign up?
You can apply for a membership online at cafcu.org or come into our local branch at 1011 Oak in Mount Carmel. if you have any questions.
What does CAFQ stand for?
It's Corporate America Family Credit Union. It's so many words because we're helping so many people.
Well, that makes sense.
Back here in Casey, the Warriors, a one-play, 46-yard touchdown pass. That was the entire drive. This pounding kick hits off an up-back for the Aces. We fall on it at around the 27-yard line, and that's where Mount Carmel will start their next offensive drive. 11:43 left in this one. The only thing that remains in question at this point is what the final score will be. Casey scored 6 straight times over the course of the first through third quarters. The Aces then put together a drive that ended seconds into the fourth quarter, and Casey answered one play later. Two receivers near side here for the Aces, one far side, one setback for Metter on 1st and 10, takes the snap, fakes the pitch, takes off on his own to the far side of the field, has the first down, gets up near the 40-yard line where he'll be brought down. It'll be a first down for the Aces, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, one thing we have picked up on is the pursuit of this Warrior defense is really good. I mean, they really get to the flow of the play. And we've been able to take advantage of that the last two drives here with some ball fakes to come back to counter that the other way.
So a 1st and 10 Penn's Bowling Center first down sets the Aces up at our own 40-yard line. 3 in pattern, one setback, Metter to fire. Has time, looks over the middle, finds Webb. It's caught across midfield. Webb drops the ball but falls back on it. At around the KZ 48-yard line, it will still be a first down, a pass play from Metter to Webb for 12 yards and a first down Aces.
Well, I don't think he dropped it. I think he was dribbling it. I think he just dribbled it once. So
was that that was Bader who made the catch? No, it was Webb. It was Webb.
Yeah.
So a 12-yard completion from Metter to Webb. And then the fumble, we recover it.
He actually just dribbled it.
You're right. It's almost a bounce pass.
Right.
So the pass there from Metter is second completion of the night, second in a row. We're into KZ territory, 1st and 10 at the Warrior 48. Metter takes the snap. There's the pitch. It's caught by Acree, who is dropped as soon as he caught the pitch. Now popping up with a football in his hand is the Warrior defender, Jackson Maulding. But the Aces will keep possession. That will go as a loss of 7 yards on the pitch play. 2nd down and 17.
How about we come back with a 46 to kick that end out? I mean, he's firing across the line here. A little trap play at him.
The Aces back across the 50 at the Mount Carmel 46. Same formation with 3 in pattern. Fake of the pitch. Now Metter looks long down the middle, has a man there, but overthrows his target. Looking to complete to Andrew Militoni, just a touch overthrown and a complete 3rd down.
About 2 steps there. If he just put a little bit more air under the ball, that would have been a big hit.
We've seen the Aces go to the air more tonight than we have in maybe any other game all season. That is the 6th pass attempt of the night for Metter, who had 21 pass attempts. The Aces as a team, 23 coming in through the first 6 weeks. So it's 3rd down and long, 3rd and 16, 3 in pattern, 1 setback. Metter will look to throw. He is flushed out and now takes off, finds a seam. He's going to run. He will get up near midfield, but that will be no further. There's also a penalty marker down that I think is going to tack on 15 yards by the Warrior defender, and he has fired himself up on the sideline as well here. The Aces player was laying on the ground, and Kane Davis, one of the seniors on this player who wears number 56, says something to the official on his way off the field and gets a second flag. So there will be a penalty flag, and the Warrior player is leaving the field. He is headed out. Dead ball, personal foul. Casey, dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, Casey.
Yeah,
there was no signal for ejection, but he is ejecting himself if he wasn't ejected already. Can't see it on our video replay here because it happened off screen, but that's a 15-yard penalty. Or will they tack both of them on here?
Yep.
It's going to be a 30-yard walk-off in favor of the Aces. My goodness.
That's our biggest play of the game.
Metter will get credit for a 4-yard run,
right.
And then 30 yards in penalties added onto it sets us just outside the red zone. Metter was tackled at around midfield, and now it's 1st and 10, Mount Carmel up at the Casey 21-yard line.
Well, it was one of those plays where the lineman's blocking. They continue to block well after the play was blown dead, and that extracurricular activity, usually the second guy gets caught.
Right, and he, I think, thought he was the second guy. 3 in pattern. Metter takes a high snap, decides to run with it because of that. Didn't catch it cleanly, but is turning nothing into something here. Look out, everybody. The official is taken out on the play. And Casey is applauding the fact that the official got taken out on the play. That's a little ridiculous. Everybody seems to be up and all right over there. Come on, be better than that. 2nd down and about 6 as Metter picks up 4. Back into the Big R Farm and Home red zone go the Aces. 2nd down, now they're moving the chains.
Well, it's forward progress.
So,
it's forward
so
progress.
Got up a little further up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gain of 5, we'll call it. 2nd and 5 now for the Aces. 8:43 to go in this one. KZ with a 43-14 lead. 2 receivers, far side, man in motion that way. Metter will hand that ball, the jet sweep. Carmichael is going to be brought down for a loss on the play. He's all the way back down to the 19-yard line, so that will go down as a loss of 3, I believe, on the play. We'll see where they spot it. Yep, back to the 18, so it'll be a loss of 2 officially for Carmichael on the jet sweep. 3rd down and 7 for the Aces.
How many carries has Metter had?
Metter on the night has had 13 total. I don't remember how many of those were in the first half versus the second. And now we have a timeout on the field. Timeout's brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. We'll take it 2 and be back in 1 minute.
In the heart of Mount Carmel, where community and support go hand in hand, you'll find the First National Bank.
We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your supporters.
Just like our Golden Aces, we believe in hard work, dedication, and the power of community.
Whether on the field or in the bank, we're here to cheer you on every step of the way.
We're proud to support the Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Because when our team wins, our community wins.
Here's to another season of victories, both big and small. The First National Bank, where community comes first. Go Golden Aces. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Out of the timeout, Mount Carmel looks to throw. Metter toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Metter takes a big hit. Clean hit that time, and he will gather himself and get back up. It'll be 4th down for the Aces now. 4th and 7 from the 16-yard line. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 7:59 remaining. And we'll see what the Aces do here to try to convert on 4th and 7. Just now getting into the huddle with 15 seconds on the play clock. Aces will come up to the line with 2 far side receivers, 1 to the near side.
Keep your eye on the web here down the seam.
3 on the play clock. Metter will get the snap away in time. A little fake and then a catch. Oh, Acree couldn't hang on to the pass. It's incomplete. And it'll be 4th down, a turnover on downs as Casey will take it. It was right there, and unfortunately Acree could not hang on to that ball.
Boy, he
lost the handle on it.
Well, he's just reliable as can be. He just was running before he caught it, and it would have been one-on-one out there to get to pay dirt. And man, he just turned and didn't have it handled before he turned around.
He was going to have the first down, if not a touchdown on the play, and unfortunately, the Aces turned the ball over on downs here. The officials are talking about something. I'm not sure what it is, that it is KZ football. 1st and 10 Warriors from their own 16-yard line. Clement is up under center this time. Backs are in the eye. And he will deliver the pitch to the tailback on the play, who's running across the 30. The ball is out, and
we got it.
Mount Carmel has recovered the fumble.
I think it was Xander Bader on the recover.
Xander Bader recovers the fumble. The Aces' second takeaway of the game. And we'll have the football at the KZ 35. It will be about a 17-yard gain.
I was thinking 18, yeah.
17-yard gain for the ball carrier there for KZ. And it was Nicholas Foudy on that run. And then the fumble. So 17 yards on the gain, then the fumble. Metter takes the snap.
There he is, right?
Actually, that is Militoni taking the snap at the quarterback spot. He will take off after being pressured, and there is a flag down. Also an Aces player slow to get up. This is a hold on the Aces. Casey will decline the penalty.
Well, you know,
2nd down.
You know when they say you could call a hold on every play?
Yeah.
They do.
They do.
Yeah.
So Militoni in at quarterback there on that play, takes off on the run after looking to pass and loses 2 yards, does Andrew Militoni on that rush. 2nd down and 12 now for the Aces. We'll see if it's still Militoni at the quarterback spot here for the Aces, with 2 receivers in pattern to the near side, 1 setback. Under center is Militoni. He will hand off. Ball carrier will plow forward across the 35 up to the 33.
You know, with that train coming so close here with that whistle, I thought we were in a train yard at Fairfield
I know,
for a minute.
Right? Acree on the carry that time gets about 3. 3rd down and 9 now. Yeah, where's the grain bin stack that sits right there at the field at Fairfield?
It's the first time I've been to the football field here at KZ. And nice little facility. The grounds are well kept. You know, there's beautiful field, grass field.
The all-weather track surrounds another practice football field beyond the visitor bleachers here. 3rd and long, the Aces. Militoni takes the snap. The handoff goes to Carmichael. He crosses the 30, gets up to around the 27-yard line, well short of the first down. It will be 4th down, though, for the Aces as a 3rd and 9 becomes a 4th and 2. So give Carmichael 7 yards on the carry, sweeping to this near side.
I like how Carmichael was looking for a hole that time, found a seam along the hash mark, and he got upfield for the gain.
So another 4th down for the Aces. It'll be 4th and 2 for Mount Carmel. Got to get across the 25-yard line. The ball sits at the 27. So 4th and 2 Mount Carmel, 5:46 to go in the game. Militoni under center, sends a man in motion, takes the snap. He hands off, and that is stuffed. It will be a tackle for loss for this KZ defense. Xander Bader got the call and did not make forward progress. In fact, it will go for the 27 back to the, well, where are they going to set the ball? They got to get a ball to set first. They'll set it at the 28, so a 1-yard loss. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors, rather. Used to seeing purple and calling Harrisburg. That's where the Bulldog reference just came from.
Yeah.
At least KZ doesn't play the Who Let the Dogs Out song every time they score. That was brutal when Harrisburg was good back in the early 2000s. KZ takes the snap. Here's a pitch, and the ball carrier absorbs the first hit, then will be wrapped up after he reaches around the 30-yard line. We'll see who they unpile here. It will be Foudy. A pickup of 3, second down 7.
And I can remember back in the late 90s and 2000 when we went down there, Scott and I were doing a game one night. Couldn't get the equipment to work, and he was so frustrated. And finally, I had the old flip phone. We broadcasted the game from my flip phone, passing it back and forth, standing outside the press box.
I am telling you, I don't know that fans appreciate the modern world of technology that we live in. It is just brutal for broadcasters.
Well,
I just was saying
we
earlier,
had a truckload of stuff. I think you brought up here half your studio.
When you travel on the road, it's rough because you never know what you'll expect. KZ with 4 receivers in pattern, and now up 43-14 with 4:45 to go. KZ will call a timeout. Brought to you by Country Financial Agent Tia Morgan. We will take the break, and we will be back in 1 minute.
Meet the dentists at Comprehensive Dental Care of Mount Carmel. Dr. Bryce Miller has proudly served the residents of his hometown for over a decade, bringing advanced training in the field of implant and cosmetic dentistry to the local community. And Dr. David Miller has been practicing now for 40 years. In that time, his goal has remained the same: to provide patients with high-quality care tailored to their health and well-being. Let our team at Comprehensive Dental Care put our quality, compassionate care to work for you. Give us a call today.
Mount Carmel, welcome to the all-new Southgate Furniture. We just opened our doors at 1 Southgate Drive. We can't wait for you to see what's inside. From stylish dining sets to cozy sofas, recliners, and coffee tables, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. And right now, don't miss our ultimate complete bedroom suite sale. All complete bedroom sets are 50% off while supplies last. Hurry in today and take advantage of these incredible savings before they're gone. Offer excludes mattresses. Visit us today at 1 Southgate Drive in Mount Carmel, Illinois. Southgate Furniture. Your home, your style, your way.
Along with Rick Johnston, our entire crew, I'm Kyle Peach. On second down, KZ will look to throw. They're looking long. Down the field, Richards has it from Clement. He's across the 25. He'll be tackled at the 21 by Andrew Militoni. And that is a KZ Westfield first down from the 30 all the way up. It was River Dasher who made the stop. Correction on that. They're right up to the 20-yard line. So that is a 50-yard pass completion. 4:29 left in the game. KZ wants to get to 50 points, apparently. They've got 4 in pattern, 1 setback with the quarterback, Clement. Just at the red zone mark at the 20. Clement to throw. Pass is caught. Receiver slips out but did not put his knee down. Ace is pulling away toward that football. Not able to rip it out of there. The receiver is brought down at around the 15.
We got a flag on the play, too.
There is a flag down. That stops the clock with 3:59 to go. The reception was caught by Foudy, I believe. And it's against the Warriors. A block in the back. So, Rick Johnston, you were a coach, obviously. When you have a 43-14 lead, are you still throwing the football with 3:59 to go?
Well, unless the quarterback needs to get some more attempts to get a letter jacket or something, I guess.
This time they're going to line it up in that big I formation. 3 running backs.
What was
boom,
the score?
boom, boom.
What was the score of our
Casey.
game last year with these guys?
We won by 3. It
Yeah.
was a field goal by Loudermilk to win it. Ball carrier out of that I formation will run across the 15-yard line. And that will be a pickup of about 10 yards on the play.
Kellen Sullivan on the carry that time.
So Sullivan gets what we have as his first carry of the night, and we have an Aces player shaken up on the play. That is Carmichael. So Carmichael shaken up on the play. 3:21 to go here in the contest. KZ with a 43-14 lead. Completed a 50-yard pass play to get back in the red zone. And Aces training staff out to take a look at Carmichael, a trainer from KZ right there as well. Coach Michael Brewer making his way across the field to take a look at his fallen ace, who is up under his own power and will be all right. Carmichael running off the field under his own power. So KZ will have it here, 2nd and 5 from the 15-yard line. Here comes that I formation again. 3 backs behind the quarterback, Clement. No receivers. Clement under center will take the snap. He'll hand off to the tailback as they collide, and the ball carrier is brought down. That was number 4, Sullivan, again on the run. And that will go as a loss on the play. He will lose about 3 yards as he and Clement collided on the would-be handoff. 3rd down and 8, call it 3rd and 7 now for the Warriors. Clock rolls with 2:48 remaining. The ball sets at the 18-yard line. Marshall in town next week for the Aces. 7 o'clock kickoff on Friday night. Seems like we got to tell you the night this year. So many games on Saturdays. We got a Thursday game still to play. Here's Clement, delivers the pitch. That's Sullivan, finds a seam. May have a first down as he gets near the 10-yard line. Looks like he will have the first down. Sullivan takes the pitch from Clement from the 18 to the 10, call it the 9. So a 9-yard gain by Sullivan and a first down for the Warriors. They're up at the 5-yard line. 2:08 remaining. 1st and goal, Warriors from the 9.
They had victory formation?
Well, the official, I think, was trying to hope they were. They're going to go into the I formation again. Here is Clement. He will take the snap, deliver the pitch. Sullivan will find his way into the end zone for a KZ touchdown. With 1:45 to go in the game, call it 1:44. KZ adds to the lead. It's 49-14 Warriors. They had an extra firework. That's why they had to score again. Here comes the point after as the Warriors look for point number 50 of the night. The rush was by Sullivan for 9 yards. There's the snap, the hold, the kick. It is good. And with 1:44 to go in the game, it's KZ 50, Mount Carmel 14. We're back in a minute.
Have you ever lost power? Many get a home generator. Now there's something much better from Morton Solar, the Tesla Powerwall.
You earned my business. I did my research. I looked around. I got lots of estimates, and you guys did a great job from start to finish. No worries, no headache, no bad experiences at all. So I couldn't ask for a better experience and a better product.
Go to mortonsolar.com.
Mount Carmel, we've been solely focused on stabilization since 1949. Stabilization is all that we do.
Quality is an important foundation to build your company on. Being a specialized contractor, it's of the utmost importance because it's what our entire reputation is built upon.
Basically, what we do is an insurance policy to keep your job moving.
We're going to go where our customers take us, and wherever that is, we hope to be the best at what we do.
Well, in case you're wondering, the last time Mount Carmel allowed 50 points in a regular season game, it was back in 2018, a loss to Vincennes Lincoln, 54-6. Down 50-14 here, the Warriors with a kickoff. It is taken by Tobias Fulop. Nope, it's not Fulop. It is Dakota Woods. Beg your pardon, Dakota on the kickoff return. We'll bring it from around the 20 to around the 26-yard line. And that will be A 1st and 10 for Mount Carmel with 97 seconds to go. So Mount Carmel has the football for the final 97 seconds here. And we'll see who all is out there for the Aces. Noah Hipsher, number 72, a freshman, is out there. River Dasher is in at the quarterback spot for the Aces. He is a freshman at the QB spot for the Aces. 1st and 10, Mount Carmel. Man in motion goes to the far side. The handoff. .113 remaining. 2nd and a yard here for River Dasher and the Aces. A whole lot of fresh white jerseys out there for Mount Carmel. And the handoff will come back to the near side, cutting up field, and a big run across midfield to the 45 to the 43. 31 of the Aces, Zadok Fulop, picks up 23 yards on the play and has a 1st down for Mount Carmel. We're less than a minute to go now. So Zadok Fulop, a big 1st down run. Also seen Wiggins, 20, out there, as Rick told you about. He is the man in motion. The handoff goes, and the ball carrier is met and dropped by a host of KZ defenders. That's Garrett again, and it'll go as a loss of about 3. And that could end the game. It will end the game. Your final score, as we look at that Jade Investment Advisor Tim Phillips scoreboard, KZ wins for the first time in history against the Golden Aces, 50-14. We'll be back to total things up and talk with Coach Michael Brewer in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
At Steve Faulkner Automotive, get scary great deals. Save up to $15,000 off 2024 Ram heavy-duty trucks and up to $10,000 off 2024 Jeep Compass. Come today or go to SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
Steve Faulkner Automotive in Mount Carmel, Illinois has an outstanding service department. With free pickup and delivery, we'll make sure your vehicle runs perfectly at an affordable price. Come see us today or view our service specials at SteveFaulknerAutomotive.com.
This is your bank calling. Can you please provide your PIN number to validate your identity?
A voice over the phone asking you for your PIN number to verify who you are is a major red flag. Be cautious also of similar questions via email, text, or phone. October is National Cyber Security Awareness Month, and the First National Bank is sharing several tips and tricks to fight against fraud on their Facebook page. So be sure to follow along.
In the heart of Mount Carmel, where community and support go hand in hand, you'll find the First National Bank.
We're more than just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your supporters.
Just like our Golden Aces, we believe in hard work, dedication, and the power of community.
Whether on the field or in the bank, we're here to cheer you on every step of the way.
We're proud to support the Mount Carmel Golden Aces.
Because when our team wins, our community wins.
Here's to another season of victories, both big and small. The First National Bank, where community comes first. Go Golden Aces. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
H&R Block in Mount Carmel, featuring a convenient drive-through window, is proud to sponsor sports. When the time comes, we want you to remember the name H&R Block and our location, 615 Walnut Street, Mount Carmel. We have expert tax pros with combined experience of over 50 years to guarantee your taxes are done correctly. No one offers more ways to help you with your taxes. The tax pros at H&R Block in Mount Carmel are here year-round to help you with our convenient drive-through window. We guarantee the biggest possible tax refund. Stop by or give us a call today.
Well, Mount Carmel started this game so well. They recovered the opening kickoff. They marched down the field and scored. They had a 6-0 lead. They forced KZ on a 3-and-out to punt the football away. And then the Warriors took over the show from there. They cruise to a 50-14 win over Mount Carmel. The Warriors amassed 442 yards of total offense. The Aces 242. A game that lasted about 2 hours and 20 minutes long. The Warriors beat the Aces for the first time in 4 tries. That sets up the battle of unbeatens in the LIC Friday night as Alney and Casey will battle for the league championship. Here's the way the stats went down tonight. Mount Carmel had exactly 200 rushing yards, led by Elliot Acres, 23 carries and 78 yards. Shane Metter actually had more rushing yards, though, 13 carries for 83 yards. Xander Bader, 2 carries for a net 2. Andrew Militoni, 5 carries for 9. Tobias Fulop, a carry for -10 because of a fumble. Cole Carmichael had 4 carries and 9 yards. Paul Ray Garrett, 2 carries for 6. Zadok Fulop had a carry for 23 yards. Also for the Aces, Shane Metter threw the ball 8 times tonight. That's maybe our highest total of number of passes. He completed 2 of those 8 for 42 yards and an interception. Nolan Clement led the passing attack for Casey. Their quarterback threw it 12 times. He completed 8 of the 12 for 290 yards, including a 55, 85, and 46-yard touchdown pass for the Warriors, who also rushed for 152 yards on the ground. Luke Karras, 11 carries, 72 yards, 2 scores. Kellen Sullivan, 4 carries, a score, 25 yards. Nolan Clement, the quarterback, carried it 4 times for 52 yards. And Nicholas Foudy, the fullback, carried it 3 times, a touchdown, 25 yards on the night. The receiving for the Aces, Jack Webb caught 2 passes for 42 yards. Casey saw Ryan Richards lead their receiving corps, 212 yards. Receiving 2 touchdowns. Will Moore caught 2 for 68. Nicholas Foudy caught 2 for 10. Casey wins this game by the final of 50-14. The Aces drop back below the 500 mark. They're 3-4 on the year. They are 3-2 in Little Illini Conference play. They settle into a tie for 3rd place in the league with Robinson. Both teams 3-2. Alney and Casey tied atop the league now at 5-0. Mount Carmel will now be trying to play for their playoff livelihood here. They've got Marshall and Lawrenceville to go. The Aces need them both to try to factor into a playoff position.
Well, I mean, now your backs are against the wall, and so you've got it. You put yourself in a situation where now you've got the pressure of we've got to win these next 2 games. And so, how are you going to go to work this week? How are you going to really look to improve? I mean, what are the areas that we can look internally and say, I've got to do better. I've got these things that I've got to improve on if we want to put ourselves in a position to have a chance to get into the playoffs. So it's going to take a good week of work, and it's going to take some soul searching here a little bit and to get through the grind. So no matter what happens next Friday night, you got to be able to handle it. I mean, the good moments, the bad moments, through mistakes, a penalty, you still got to persevere. Head can't go down, and you got to play through those things. So. We'll see how the Aces can react next week.
Senior night next Friday night, a chance to go out with a win in your final game at the Snake Pit. Presumably there's not a playoff game there later on. At least it's the final game of the regular season at home. Time for the Mount Carmel Public Utility Company electrifying play of the game. I think you go with a kickoff. Mount Carmel recovers the opening kickoff. They tried to set the tone early. I only wish I had the number of the guy who came out of the play with the recovery on the kickoff, but the special teams play kind of got it going for the Aces. The opening kickoff recovered by Mount Carmel special teams. The Mount Carmel Public Utility Company electrifying play of the game. Joined now by head coach Michael Brewer. His team falls here tonight in Casey to a good Warrior team, 50-14. Coach, thoughts after this one?
Credit to Casey. They're a good football team, and we're more physical than us. We're more, just dialed into their responsibilities and doing things correctly. And they physically beat us up and out-executed us as well.
Well, Coach, you got to love the way the game started. I don't think the game could have started any better for us. The opening kickoff recovered, marching down and score, three and out for them defensively, and just how you dial up the start of the game.
Yeah. So off to a good start, and we've had throughout the year, we've had our moments where even in the games we've lost where we've done some good things, but just doing a little bit here and there doesn't cut it. So we got to put together full games and complete games and be in it for the whole thing. And so we have to just do a better job of being assignment correct, especially. But again, tonight we just weren't even physical enough either. So we didn't have any of the components that we needed tonight.
Coach, as you look at where we are now in the season, I'm sure part of the message to your team after the game was it's time, because we're out of time. There is no more mistake. There is no more loss at this point. Otherwise, our season ends at the end of week 9.
Yep. So, you got to go win the next 2. You have no choice. There's no more gimmies on our schedule. I think, we have to go play well. And so we're going to have to get that part figured out. Within our group, within our coaching staff and the players, there's got to be ownership of mistakes, and we got to get those things figured out. And I told them we got to move on pretty quick, but we have to do this as a group and as a team, and so it can't be finger pointing at, well, you didn't do your job right. You know what I mean? Like we have to go do this together as a team. We got to, and that's the way you're going to turn it around, right? Is rallying together and doing it as a group. So. That's kind of what it's got to be the next 2 weeks. We got to rally together and go play football, the way we're capable, the way we've been taught, and go get us 2 wins here.
Some adjustments, I think, from us tonight. A few different sets, kind of look to spread it out a little bit at times, I think.
Yeah. So we got into the gun a little bit. That was a new look for us this year. So I think that freed up Shane a little bit to use his skill set maybe a little bit better. And so, I just kind of a balancing act throughout the year, trying to figure out what's going to give you the best shot tonight. They were really good in the box. They had good, the linebacker play was excellent, and their defensive linemen were pretty good too. So they were really good there, and so it was tough sledding inside. So just something to change it up and see if we could get something going.
4th year in the league, and Marshall makes its first trip to Riverview Stadium on Friday night. This is a Lions team that is better than I think they have been. 2 wins.
Yeah, they keep getting better. Steve Weber does a good job. He's a guy that's had a lot of success at some different places and is improving this Marshall team. So they're scoring points. They're hanging in there and playing close ball games. And again, if anybody on our side thinks that we have a gimme left on the schedule, they're mistaken. So we're going to have to prepare well, and we're going to have to play well. And that's what's going to take here for 2 more weeks.
Coach, thanks for the time. We'll see you next week.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks.
That's Aces head coach Michael Brewer. His thoughts as the Aces fall here tonight to a very talented, undefeated Casey Warrior Ball Club, 50-14, your final score. Coach, final thoughts?
Well, again, he kind of mirrored what we talked about. It's time here, and we got to look inward. What do I need to do? What can I do better to make this group and our group effort go a little bit better? So that's where this group is right now, and we've got a couple weeks to do it. And let's lace them up and go start preparing, and take the day off tomorrow and Monday. Let's get after the last 2 weeks.
Don't fear, Aces fans. The Hall of Famer returns next week. Spent this one at the beach, lucky dog. As Scott Allen will be back next week for the call of the final home game of the regular season, Mount Carmel and Marshall. It starts at 7 o'clock. Our 1-hour pregame show begins at 6 on WSJD, the live stream on News Channel 15. If you want to watch this one again, we'll have it for you Tuesday night at 7 o'clock next week on News Channel 15. For everyone associated with bringing the broadcast your way tonight, for Rick Johnston, I'm Kyle Peach from KZ. Your final score, the Warriors beat the Aces 50-14. Good night from KZ, Illinois. All right, thank you. Good night. See ya.